it. And you guys are freaking idiots. Okay. Hi, Ootori. I know usually I wait for 2 repetitions of the starting BGM, but honestly, after seeing you guys attempt the alphabet in the chat, I just had to congratulate you on, the attempt. You tried. What letter did we get to? G? Yeah. I mean, that's like a quarter of the way through. Alrighty, so why don't all these lovely people start introducing themselves?
Hey, I'm Weeb. I'm King Weeb. Yep.
I hate you so much.
I'm here for the content.
I hate you so much. Alright, who's next?
I guess I'll go next. Yeah, I'm Wim. I'm Alien, and I do the spin thing with my ring sometimes. Oh, what was that?
Oh.
Huh? Oh, it is spinning. I see.
It doesn't catch you.
So, yeah.
You should
That's
have
it.
a setting that makes it go up, like...
We're not doing it besides just introducing ourselves at this point.
Speaking of, hi, my name is Miyu. I'm Kat. I do work. I go type on keyboard.
Type.
I'm Psychic. I'm new. I'm good friends with Wim. And I'm here to fill in the 4th party member slot. So I'm a lovely alternate.
Thank you.
Fun fact, I was originally supposed to be part of the original cast if somebody, stepped out, and then they ended up not, and then they ended up stepping out anyway. So
That's
here
how
I
it
am.
goes. Yeah, I wasn't actually trying to keep you out on purpose. It was just like, oh, well, we have a party. And then the original 5th was like, no, I don't know. And I was like, well, it's an adventure for 4 people, so we'll make it work like this. And then the other 4th left. So I was like, okay, well, now I have no excuses. But thank you for giving a proper introduction. Miyu streams on Twitch. Everybody feel bad for her. Everybody else streams on YouTube except for Mr. Psychic, who doesn't stream at all.
Really?
I say the inner machinations of my mind.
Yes, except the
Are
truth.
an enigma.
Ian.
Heart and enigma.
Looks like I'm the odd one out again.
Yeah.
I totally didn't laugh.
You
Crazy. There's so many VTubers who are just on Twitch, and they're all like collabing on Twitch and stuff. And so seeing there might like occasionally like one odd one out his YouTube. So seeing the complete opposite here is very
It's very funny. It's very funny. God, I remember the last like Among Us group I did. I was the only YouTube streamer, and everybody was like, "Well, just drop your Twitch link." I was like, "What? Why? Why would I do that?" Well, it's where you stream, right? No. What?
No.
And they were just like, "There's another streaming platform." I'm like, yes, virtual YouTubers. It's the
Virtual YouTuber.
Handsome Fellows and the Bird. What do you mean, and the Bird? Alright.
Have a bird.
You wanna pick a fight?
Are you
I have a
Like,
bird.
Why
has a
why
bird.
am I not grouped up
I
with
have
the
a bird.
handsome young men? Huh? Yeah, Kiwi's on
I
my
have
side.
a bird. The bird is
Are you sure about
indeed.
The
that?
bird is the hottest.
I haven't decided on a name. We're gonna
Oh,
pretend
you're talking
that
about the
all
bird on
birds in
his
the
shoulder?
neighborhood-
Okay, now I'm mad.
I have a
I
great
love
bird.
how Kage immediately assumes we're just shitting
What?
Are you a bird man?
I am a
Guys.
bird man, yeah.
Retarded.
You couldn't tell, right? He looks like an elf.
Shut up,
Elf.
William!
Nice.
Shut up, William! I'm not, oh, you're
know,
just stupid.
Hindsight is 20/20, but I wish that instead of a crow, I had picked a swan.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No, we have enough
Oh,
fucking swans
yes.
here. I'm done with
Oh
swans.
man, that makes me
Swan.
happy.
Yes.
All right, so speaking of swans, all right, let's get this.
Oh hey.
Hold on, you're still
What?
crispy. Why are you always crispy? What happened?
What the hell? My internet goes from like 120 megabytes per second to like down to 17, then to 30. What is up with it today?
Stop downloading so much Hatsune Miku fan art. You got like gigabytes a day. It's
Gigabytes.
Stop.
It's an addiction. This is an intervention.
It's a lifestyle.
It's at
oh,
the point
God.
where he's deleting entire folders just so he can start downloading them again.
Oh well. Hold on, let me make sure that Wim's ring isn't
God.
colliding with your tallness. There we
Pizza
go.
bites.
I can.
5 bites.
No. I figured it out. I figured it out. All right.
5 bites.
The actual accurate height.
Flag
He's
fruit.
literally just that tall.
Yeah.
Flag.
Yeah, we're all standing. You don't really see it. Hold on. Actually,
Yeah.
if we wanted to make this real accurate, let me just
Whoa.
let me
Listen,
do this.
I
There
ate
we go.
a great deal of Miracle Grow fertilizer out of the garden as a child.
Parents told him to go play in the dirt, and he just fucking ate it.
Yeah. King looks like he's about to hack us. Yeah, dude. He's I don't know what his deal is, but so to kind of catch the chat up on basically what I told all the players, because Mr. Psychic will be joining us kind of in the middle of a scene, we are going to split the scene up. We are first going to focus on our quote unquote main party, as they have just finished the combat outside of the sanctuary. They, in case nobody remembers, they kicked out basically a barrel full of oil, had their gunslinging fighter shoot it for an explosion, and then cleaned up everybody else. So now the kind of timer is on for the other group of the cult to start swinging around back, and the ball is in your court.
Yeah, and let's not forget that we are trying to capture the one who seems
Yep.
to be a leader in that front.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like we gotta figure out how we're gonna do that.
Ugh.
All right.
I gotta double check. I got cast left, right? Yeah, I think I got
You
one
still
spell
got my
slot left.
cardboard cut out.
Let's see. Yeah. I still. I think I used one. I used my detect magic cast, but I still have one left. Okay. Cool. Did I take damage? I did take damage. Okay, just a little.
I mean, I did download World of Warships,
Oh, nice.
so I might have eaten up the internet today.
So what's the
Ugh.
plan, party? Are you going to engage the other group?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
my plan.
I think we are. Yeah,
Okay.
because we want to get we want to nab the dude.
Right. I
question
just
is-
wanted to double check.
Yeah. The question is, can we tell which direction it's coming around from?
Yes. So you just know based on gold pieces scouting, and then also just since they were hammering on the door from the front end, even though it already collapsed, they're coming around this way.
Oof. Okay.
Yep. And this is going to be the largest group so far.
Can you give us the rundown again on how many we spotted when we checked them out?
So there were 4 kobolds, 4 cultists, and the leader dude.
One leader.
Did we ever? Didn't we only use one barrel?
Yes, there is another barrel. However, because the explosion was heard and there are still like remnants of fire, I mean, do you really think they're gonna fall for the same trick twice?
I mean, they let that guy run away. They're pretty damn
No.
stupid.
They
They
are
don't
pretty
need-
stupid.
Surprised. I could just eat it. Straight at
I
the
mean, well,
face.
we could. So hold on. If they're coming around the right side,
Mhm.
where's this here? Yeah. So if they're coming around here, actually, quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
How good are kobolds and cultists at jumping up onto a second floor, a second story?
They're not.
They're not.
They're not.
Would it be possible? Can you describe the sort of the wall or like the side of this church, like rather the church? How tall is this church?
So the church is 2-story, but the second story is more like a bell tower at the very top. It's not like a true second story. It doesn't span the entire building, if that makes sense. So all of these little slats are windows that have been boarded up, and they're like glass. You know, most of them have already been shattered.
Okay. I was thinking we could maybe like scale. We could take advantage of. Oh no, Psychic's not with us, so we can't take
Nope,
advantage of that.
nope.
We could
Technically,
we could
I am
potentially
not.
try and get up onto like the roof a little bit and take pot shots at them to whittle them down.
If you like, I
Is
mean,
that like a viable thing that we could do? Are we able to get up to the roof?
so basically, I'm only gonna give you like a handful of rounds, like maybe 2 rounds to prepare for this.
Mhm.
And then that's when they'll come around. You know, about 12 to 20-ish seconds. So whatever you want to do in that time is technically just as viable as anything else. Though, I mean, if you all fail your checks to climb up the building, well,
Okay. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I have another item I can make. Which I believe was alchemy jug. Hold on a second.
remember, these are things that
Okay.
you should establish at the beginning of a game day.
No, yeah, I did. Remember we talked about it back when
I
picked,
definitely remember the bag of holding.
yeah, it was yeah, here, hold on. It's bag of holding, alchemy jug, and then as infused magic items, and then enhanced arcane focus and enhanced defense.
Right. But you can only have
Those
2
are
of
my
those
features.
active at once.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, yep. Then I took
So you
Yeah,
have the
enhanced
bag of holding.
defense, I think. Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Okay.
I have holding and defense, I think. Yeah. Oh, never mind. There goes my idea to make a trail of oil.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that too, but yeah. Alas,
Well, maybe, you know what? We can still make a trail of oil.
you can.
Poke a hole. Are kobolds scared of fire?
No, they're just kind
Not
of
at all.
stupid. They will run through it to do what they need to do.
Okay, but the cultists probably wouldn't.
That's dubious.
I mean, they'd run through it. They take a little bit of damage.
Sure, but being afraid of things is not something that they're something that they do.
Right.
You have definitely like seen or perhaps heard throughout your kind of travels throughout Greenest that a lot of the commanders will just kill cultists to like inspire morale in the rest of them. Yeah, being afraid is you've never seen them run away.
Okay. I was thinking we could actually use the remaining barrel of oil, set up a ring of fire around us that they'd have to run through to get to us, so that they can at least take damage from that. Just a thought,
Okay.
or something to that effect. Either that and or pot shots on the roof. But thoughts from other people.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
gonna sound like bullshit, but I actually like had a similar idea of going onto the roof. I was just like, that's stupid. That sounds stupid.
Well,
Fucking shit.
in fairness for that idea, you have seen that their ranged weapons consist of throwing rocks or throwing daggers. That's it. That's all they have for ranged weapons.
So if we get on the roof, then we're basically like, we got an advantage. We have.
well, I mean, I have
if you will.
Sacred Flame that I could cast all day, every day.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm a close range fighter, and you only have a certain number of daggers that you can use.
Yeah, because
And then
once
we'll have to-
once you throw the daggers, you've thrown them.
You've
Yeah,
thrown
right. So I mean, so we and I both have ranged cantrips. And then Annabelle is with us, who has a gun. But yeah, then Gold Piece and Miyu are more or less close range unless they want to ditch their daggers. By ditch I mean insert them from a distance.
There's also the people that are,
I also
still
have my
inside.
sword, though.
That the
Like,
back
I have
door
a
is wide open now.
Oh, I
So
have
if we go on the roof, who's gonna protect them, huh?
Sorry, Miyu. Go ahead.
I have a slingshot now, don't I?
You
Or sword.
do.
Are you proficient in that?
Simple weapon. Yep.
Okay.
Now,
No,
ammunition for it on a rooftop. On the ground, you can say I pick up some rocks, and that's fine and good. On a
We can
wooden
grab some rocks and
rooftop,
bring it with us.
well, sure, but I mean, how many rocks are you guys gonna carry while climbing a wooden building?
Throw a brick.
We have a bag of holding. We just grab
You
a couple of rocks off the ground and put them in a bag of
Yeah,
holding.
you do have a bag of holding. All right.
Okay, I have
All right,
arrows.
so it sounds like a decent amount of consensus for the roof.
I just gave ideas for it. I'm not for it.
You're
Okay.
not for the roof?
Mm-mm.
Why is that?
Well, I just stated that I'm a close range fighter. While yes, I can just, Sacred Flame all around all day. I don't really want to do that. Also, there's still people inside with the back door wide open.
That is
While we're
true.
operating,
There
we
is
just
no
want
longer there is a back door that is wide open, full of civilians.
So you could Hodor that while we sit on the roof and take pot shots.
yes, take them all out of my zone.
Roll a
By
strength.
we, I
check.
mean Annabelle and I, because Miyu or rather Scotch and Goldpiece can
I mean, I'm
kind
not-
of be on the ground.
I get that,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
You did
yeah,
Annabelle
yeah.
on the roof while
Yeah,
we...
yeah, a little one-on-one time, just taking pot shots. That's incredible.
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's go for that.
god.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
There's
Not
gonna be
like
an
this.
angry little Kiwi bird the chat into that line.
Some quality time. All right. So, we're going to swap over now that you guys know what you're doing. And by swap over, I mean I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I need
Constitution.
something kind of spooky. There we go.
Mm.
Okay.
It's spooky time.
So you all fail.
Damn.
I will go ahead and let you know that you are conscious during this, though it's weird. So basically time stops, but it's less that like time has stopped moving and more that the fabric of existence has just paused. Right? So if you imagine this like a TV show, everything has stopped. Your heart isn't beating, your blood isn't flowing, the wind isn't blowing, nothing is moving. And that's when we will move over here. Back at the keep. Oh, good gracious. It's not going to move until there we go. Now, Mr. Psychic. You find yourself outside of the keep. You see in front of you once I pull up the thing. Okay. You see in front of you the half-dragon champion who has announced himself as Langdegrosa Cyanrath. And he seems to be holding 4 hostages among his 6 kobolds. He is about to make a big rallying cry, but in this time you find yourself able to move forward. The half-dragon is outlined in a bit of a... Well, I guess for you it would be kind of a familiar red outline. You understand that this individual has been marked, though for what purpose maybe hasn't been made clear to you, but they are marked nonetheless. What would you like to do? Time is still frozen.
I send a quick prayer to my patron as I summon eldritch enemies around and energies around myself and prepare to attack.
Okay.
I do not care what purpose my patron has in mind.
Then in that
This
case,
power.
literally everybody, including the main party, will hear the following. Go forth, my child. Go forth and meet the punishment for the sake of balance. And now comes the fun part. Let me go ahead and take a moment to assemble some tokens. here. And we'll take this and put them. Oh, I suppose the creepy music can move to this. And then I need the named NPC. There he is. Okay. Now we will move to the battle map. You should be able to see your token.
How much distance is each square?
So that you can use the ruler.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So, please confirm for me that you can move your token and that everything works. The HP and AC appear to be correct. Okay. So, with that all done, time resumes, or rather, the pulse of life just kind of continues, as suddenly the half dragon stops and he looks straight at you, as though you just insulted him, even though you haven't really said anything. And he
should feel insulted. The presence of the crone may be a great honor to some, but to you, it is an omen.
He scoffs and says, "Ha! I care not what tricks you have. I will fell you all the same." Now, please,
So be it.
roll initiative. And you can do so by clicking on your token, opening up your character sheet, and then clicking the initiative label.
Initiative.
Okay, so Mr. Cyanrath will go first. Okay. So he draws forth his greatsword as he runs up to you. And takes a big, deep breath and forces you to make a dexterity saving throw.
And I do that just by clicking on dexterity?
Specifically
no, I have to click on
the saving
Okay.
throw. Yep. So dexterity save it. That is not enough.
Tragic.
Take. Does this work like that? Hello? Oh, I didn't click on it. Oh, okay, okay. You take 10 lightning damage.
That's a large amount.
That is a large amount.
That is an ouch.
Do I have to edit my damage?
So if you click on your token, you can go ahead and click on the center bubble, which is your HP. And you can either type -10 or just put in the final amount. There you go. After seeing the lightning course over your body, he seems to kind of have that self-assurance about him. It is your turn.
To strike a crone is no great feat. To survive a crone, well, then we shall see.
Ooh, very interesting.
I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Yes. And so he needs to make a dex save, and he fails. All right. So basically, as you speak, and these like wilting energies sort of lash out at him and burn off his scales, doing pretty similar damage to what you took. He kind of lurches back a little. He doesn't look that injured by it, but you've clearly caught his attention. You still have your main action.
What
Move.
options do I have for my main action?
Well, so
move?
you can cast a cantrip. You can make a weapon attack. You can use your background ability.
Oh. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and do so.
And
That
I
definitely hits.
do I add my charisma modifier to that one because of my
It should
location?
already be done.
Oh, okay. And it should also push him back 10 feet, I believe.
If you wish. So go ahead
I will
and
do
click on
that.
the name Eldritch Blast in the chat box.
Oh,
And it'll go ahead and roll the damage for you. Alrighty. Nice, by the way. So perhaps he wasn't paying that much attention to you, and it's 10 feet, right?
yes.
Okay. Perhaps he wasn't paying that much attention to you, or maybe he was just like, okay, you got lucky with some magic nonsense. But this hit also seems to like reel him back, but this time literally. As you shove him back quite a distance, and well, now he's not looking so hot. You're pretty sure that he could probably stand up to a few more of those, but not beyond that. You can still take a bonus
Energy
action.
crackles around my fingertips as I laugh. I laugh at your misfortune.
Excellent. You still have a bonus action and a move action. I don't believe you can do anything with your bonus action. But you can move.
Get all of my things. Okie doke. Is it BM to run up and like stand in his face?
Well, he has a great sword,
I feel like
so
that's
I mean,
I feel like that's what my character would do, but I probably shouldn't do it. I will. Does he look like he's mad and wants to kill me?
he definitely
he
wants
look-
to kill you.
Okay, because it's so tempting to stand my ground, but I think that I will move to the left. Now, how far may I move?
You may move 30 feet in any direction you choose.
I'll do.
Alrighty.
I assume that this is pretty flat ground.
Yeah, it's like basically the dirt. Right behind you is the keep, the entrance to it. And so it's a very large flat plain that has been kind of specifically drawn out. You see a bunch of kobolds and cultists around you, kind of like snarling at you. They don't cheat or anything like that. But
I move away from the entrance to preserve the safety of the people within the keep in case an errant spell flies through the window or something.
Nod.
I'm a very thoughtful crone.
So on his turn, he runs up to you, and then he takes an action to run up here. He can't attack you, but you can see that, he's kind of like sprinting towards you. He's kind of put his weight behind it. His great sword is dragging across the ground with this huge line, and he's definitely out of one-liners, and it is now your turn.
Silence, I see. Truly, you've run out of words. You had so many before.
There is no given response.
Yo, man's scared.
I mean,
There's a crazy old lady in front of him,
the
dude.
crazy old lady did close to 20 damage in a single turn. So, I don't know.
This time I use my other hand. The other one was getting tired.
Now, as a note, since you are firing a ranged attack in melee, you fire at disadvantage. That still hits, though. Okay. And I assume you push him back again.
I do push him back.
Okay. And it is directly away from you, so it would be here. Okay, that was your action.
Can I hit him with another one?
No. Once you hit character level 5, then you will shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I see. Could I run up to him and hit him with the dagger?
That would also consume an action. You only have a
What do I
move
have left
action
to do?
and a bonus action. Because Eldritch Blast is the main
Bonus
action.
I see.
If you have a spell that can be cast as a bonus action, for example, something like
I do not
Hex.
believe that I do. I do not believe that I do.
It does not seem so.
Yeah, this is an action as well. Okay, well,
You can
I
move.
guess I'll scoot away from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alrighty. So, on his turn, he kind of just says, "Ah! Get back here! You shouldn't be so agile!" So you
Brightly Crone is as fast as she needs to be.
runs up another 30 feet. This time, he drops his greatsword and pulls out a spear, which he yeets at you. Oh, oh no. Okay, well, I assume this hits you for... What is that? Oh, no. You don't have the modifier. For 3 damage.
It's getting a little close to the wire.
Yeah, and he can definitely see that you're, you're not doing so hot.
Where did it hit me?
The spear's not like stuck in you. Because I assume you try to dodge, so it more just like the point kind of scrapes through your shoulder a little bit. Just ripping apart the side of your arm.
I laugh in the face of death.
Then laugh soon you shall, as he action surges. He goes to pick up his greatsword over here, and then continues the rest of his movement right here. And then he's going to try and hit you with it. Oh my god. Just narrowly, you manage to avoid having your head chopped off by this weapon.
Did he come from the side? Or did he try to do an overhead
It
shot?
was just a straight overhead swing.
You can't do that.
Well,
You're just gonna miss.
and sure enough, he did.
Especially if your target is a small, green old woman.
It is now your turn.
I tire of talking with you. Get away! And then I will use Hellish Rebuke once more.
So remember, Hellish Rebuke can be cast as a reaction. Like you could have
Oh.
cast it on his turn when he hit you.
Okay, I was wondering if I could do that. Maybe I should have done that.
Well, I mean, either way, it's the same economy worth of spells being used either way. So he needs to make a
Can you tell I don't
dex-
play Warlock?
That's okay. Warlock is the class I exclusively play. Once again, Wim is gonna be so mad if he ever sees these damage numbers. Holy shit.
I won't be mad. I am primarily. a
I'm
support
just saying
class.
he has yet to roll less than 10 damage.
All right, psychic. We're having a talk.
All right.
Big ass shoes of your ass.
All right. So this guy is about as healthy as you are. And you still have a main action, bonus action, move action.
How do I finish this with the maximum amount?
Well, just so you understand, if he gets his turn.
Of you, get away! You are nothing to me. You are marked for death. Death.
Oh, a wisdom save. Oh, actually, he's pretty good at that.
Oh,
All right. Please describe how your psychic whispers crawl into his mind and kill him.
Your wife is shit.
No!
You can't do this to him.
So, from whatever foul utterances that only he could hear, you.
Is better than 2D.
All right, we're fighting. All right,
All right. No,
he
wow.
is not a good. I thought you said we were all good characters. He is pure evil.
No, all right.
Chaotic
Wow,
evil.
it's a one-shot KO. I can't believe it now. But, all right.
ah, damn, what a shame.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. No, but you know, the once you're done whispering, this, you know, this kind of black ooze starts to seep out of his like the fins on his head, and then his eyes begin to bleed as they start to kind of rot and fall out, and he basically disintegrates in front of you as all these like worms and other things start to like crawl out of him. And the kobolds flip out. They let go of the hostages and just book it.
Wow.
We
I
will.
toddle over to them and offer a helping hand, even though I am clearly.
They are running from you. They are straight running from you. They are going their full like 120 feet sprints. They are out of here. And
I was helping the hostages.
The hostages. The woman, kind of an older lady, not quite as old, but definitely an adult human. She kind of holds her kids close and like nods at you, but definitely doesn't say anything and kind of skirts around you. Whether it's
Offer
go ahead.
a gentle hand to the woman. Do not worry. I have been in this business for a very long time. Longer than you, longer than everyone.
Yeah.
I'm here to help. Are you okay? Shall I check you for bruises?
No. We're unharmed. Please just and then they kind of stumble towards the keep.
These people refuse my gifts.
But as the corpse of Langdragosa kind of melts in front of you, a sort of a will-o'-wisp kind of spawns on top of him, and kind of like rolls itself around in this black ooze, where then it turns black and flies into you. Please roll your hit die. Yep, where it says hit dice below temporary
4.
HP. Just click on it.
Oh.
All right, you recover that much HP. As your patron's blessing fills you with, well, I wouldn't really say warmth, but
Energy. Life.
alrighty. So we will move back to the other side of town. Now, the plan here, folks, was to climb on top of the roof and snipe at them from afar with Wim and Annabelle, while the remaining 3 stay on the ground.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, we failed that.
Did you?
I thought you said we did.
No, that was
No. I was saying it's possible to fail.
Oh. Okay, I must have missed.
Yeah. You have 2 rounds to basically do whatever it is you want.
So I'm gonna grab that barrel of oil.
All right.
Oh yeah, right. Because Weeb isn't trying to climb.
I'm gonna just eat it.
Okay. So I would like Wim, please make an athletics check.
Let's see. Athletics. Oh.
And Annabelle is going to do the same.
Oh wait. Okay. No. Yeah. So I was confused. I was thinking that when we did the Constitution save.
Oh no,
was the
no,
climbing
no,
thing?
no.
You said we all failed. I was like, oh, damn it.
No, the Constitution save was you had a chance to not be frozen from the spooky event. It was unlikely, but chance nevertheless. I'm just setting up the battle map. Thank you, Windows. Let me do this. We do this. We do this. So, are you guys excited for your new party member? I sure am.
Yes, I am very excited.
And I am excited to meet you too, you fine young man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of old people.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah,
Technically, I'm
Does
super
that
old. I just
scare
don't
you?
look it.
I'm not a fan of old people who look old. Let me rephrase
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Does aging scare you? Does dying scare you?
I was about to get offended.
My character literally doesn't age.
Curious. Perhaps we are not
Talk
so
about-
unlike.
Fucking angry war god. Except I can actually get angry now,
Yes, you can.
Fly into a rage,
which
my
I
son.
think I might.
All right. So, Wim, make me a. Let me look over the skills again. Make me a dex save.
A dex save?
Yep.
What are these? What are these initial? I've had the exact same initial like first roll for all 3 of these.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
many dicks is
so
he saving?
As you like start to climb up, you realize that like the kind of flat-ish wooden surface isn't really that great. Annabelle doesn't seem to have much of a problem, as she kind of, despite not being very strong, she kind of just like does the kind of running in place thing, and she literally jumps, and kind of catches herself on the rooftop. And what she does is she takes the sling that her gun is, attached to, so she can carry it on her armor, and kind of tosses it towards you. And you're able to catch it. So now you can
Okay.
make the athletics roll at advantage.
Again, roll it.
Yes.
Roll it now.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding
It
you.
appears that your character needs to work out.
Shut up! No amount of bonus to my athletics would have saved me there. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. So for Scratch and and Weave and Goldpiece, you saw Wim fall once, which I mean, again, he's trying to climb on a more or less flat surface, but now having a rope to scale on, he literally just falls on a stupid ring. All right, and this is how combat. This is
You
how
look like a
combat
fool.
will start.
Ah, yes, barrel in hand.
Is that how the
Embarrass
enemies?
myself in
Is
front
that
of my
why the
wife,
enemies
too.
spot you?
I spent my action, preparing to yeet the barrel.
You know,
All right, I have to roll strength on that,
well-
don't I?
Weeb, I just realized if you jumped onto the roof and there's an enemy that you're fighting, you could probably jump on top of them.
Ah, I'll
You
kill
could like
you.
launch yourself. and go flying.
All
like a
right.
knife.
All right,
have to be
kiddos,
ranged.
start rolling initiative.
Ah, yes. Select token. Roll initiative. I'm learning.
Yes,
Roll real numbers this time.
you've done it.
I
Damn.
No.
This is exactly my initiative for the last battle too. -1.
There we go. That's more like my actual.
Oh my god.
Whatever. I'm
Oh,
the big
that's
dumb
so
tank fighter who
funny.
needs dex.
That's so funny. Okay. Let me expand. this
Strength
a little.
gang.
God, I hope I go first.
Alright. Oh, hold on there, Chief.
Oh God, I hope I go first.
Yes. In yeeting distance. You're talking a lot of shit for someone in yeeting distance.
And then for the
Please, 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 please. Kage knows exactly what I'm gonna do.
I know exactly what it is you're gonna do.
I will redeem myself.
You could almost say that I specifically put them in this order for just such a purpose. You do not go
Remember,
first.
Or
Damn
kill
it.
the leader. We need to kill
Um,
everyone else though. Everyone else dies.
It's fine. It's just the leader. It's just
Well,
the
the
leader.
kobolds still have to roll.
I know.
Um,
It's a lot of initiative rolls.
yes, it is. It's a big fight.
Okay. All right.
My screen. One day.
Man,
Okay.
my
It's a two
Oh.
monitor gang.
upload speed has just
Oh,
Fine,
you
today.
living?
Okay.
Hell yeah! All right.
You
know what? I'll
mostly
take
go
it.
first.
You still got my cardboard.
Wait, what?
You still got my cardboard cut out.
Wait, why?
Yeah, I'm still fucking pixelating and shit.
I do. Do you want to whip it out?
Yeah, go ahead and whip it out.
Oh my god. All
I
right.
did download World of Warships this morning, the entirety of it. So it's probably limiting me today.
All right. There you go.
All right.
All right. Sweet. Now
Close
we
OBS
will
Ninja.
swap the music over. Okay. Sweet. Now I just need this version. Okay. Let's go with this one.
No. Ah, yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. Alrighty. So, the leader kind of throws out his arms and say, "Gentlemen, today we've drive out the intruders for the glory of Tiamat."
Today we dine in hell.
And he moves here, and then he takes his action to move here. Whim.
That's fine.
Yeah?
That's fine.
How many? It's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
And they're
I'm
all
sorry
in
about
range?
Yeah.
Well, the range is what, 10?
10 feet? Yep. So they're all in range. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Okay.
I'm
go ahead.
going clockwise for these saves. It's dex and not con, yeah? For magnifying?
For magnify gravity, it is a. No, it's a Constitution save.
It is con. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, let me cast it first, right?
Well, I might as well roll all 8 of these saves now. Oh, okay. What's half of that? Wow. It actually didn't matter if the kobolds save. All right, Wim. Before I do anything, do you want to describe this? You at least kill 2 of them.
At least 2.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you know the drill. I
Well,
spread my arms. The ring spins. Pulse of light. Voomp. Smack
Alright.
into the ground.
You guys ready for this?
Oh yeah, you want to talk about some damage numbers, psychic? Yeah.
Quad wipe.
Oh my god, there's just an absolute bloody mess.
Now, I still want to like let you guys know that your boy is still prone on the ground.
He fell down.
Because yeah, you fell down, and so you're just laying there, face up in the freaking grass, like ah.
I don't give a shit. I'll do it anyway.
A beam of light flew out of his ass, annihilated the
guy, and then
kobold.
it comes back down.
Oh god.
Alright, so hold on, I'm prone.
You are prone.
How
It
does-
takes
how does-
half of your movement to stand up.
Okay, I
He
will
didn't
do
even
that to
stand up before he used his.
No, that's what makes this super funny. He just throws his arms out onto the grass and everybody dies.
Okay, you never told me I was prone. I had no idea I was prone.
Well, yeah, I did. I said that
you
you
said
will.
I fell on my ass.
Yeah, and that's prone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on. So I'm not lying on the ground. I'm sitting on my ass.
Okay. Either way, it's
Either way,
he looks.
not the most triumphant of poses. but
Usually
it's
he's
a
not
job.
prone, he's supine.
Yeah. All right.
Supine
Yeah, I'm gonna
is
use half
face
my
up,
movement to get up.
prone is face
Okay.
down.
And then I still can move 15, so I'll go ahead and move. Ooh, hold on. I don't know anything.
Try
about
to
this
jump
guy's
up on the roof.
Fuck off. I already used my action. I'm gonna move. Hold on. Just in case he's got like something like Might of. I don't know if he has any spells. I'm gonna move
Climbing is
over here. Oh, wait, hold on. There? I think. Wait, no, hold on. Let me measure that again. Because I can only move 15.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 down from gold piece.
Remember, while dragging your token, you can right-click and it'll tell you how far you're going.
Oh, okay.
Any
Alright, yep.
bonus actions?
functionalities.
I don't have any viable bonus actions.
Very well. Scratch.
I'm hoping Scratch just doesn't one-shot the fucking dude.
Imagine.
I'm really hoping. Don't fucking
I
kill
don't-
him in one hit.
I don't think I can shoot that far anyway.
Well,
You can move.
so you can move basically 60 feet. Because you're a rogue. You would use your move action to move 30, and then you can use your bonus action to move another 30.
Just remember to pull your punches. We want this dude alive.
How much? Am I able to know how much HP this guy has, or
Nah.
No.
no? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I move here. How? Okay. How does this sling work?
Well, first you would need to use like an action to, or I guess it would be like a bonus action, so technically ready. You would use a bonus action to basically grab a rock off the ground, and then you would roll, to hit him, like you would with any ranged weapon.
Could I use a bonus? Like since I've moved, take that as my main action.
That's your movement action.
Movement action. Can I use my main action to pick up a few rocks off the floor?
You can, but you can't use the sling if you do so.
That's fine.
Okay. You have a number of options with your bonus action if you would like to do anything else with those.
I will not. I will just look for funny looking rock.
Okay.
A rock. What do you know? A rock that looks like Squidward.
All
Squidward's
right,
face.
Weeb.
Oh, cool, cool. Do. Cool. What? Am I able to use the dash action?
Yeah, it consumes your action.
Ah, okay. Good enough for me. Boop. Nice. Or so I can right click to see how far. So that's 25. That's 30. Cool, cool. And I can rage on my bonus action?
You can.
Okay, cool. I do that.
All right. Would you like to describe it?
Yeah. So you watch as it doesn't look like I'm stronger, but there's just this feeling in the air that I'm just more buff than I for some reason. I doubt you can see it from at distance, but now I would have swords in my eyes. Like, in my pupils. Pretty cool. And my crown's glowing a bit.
Alrighty. Annabelle holds her action, gold piece, runs inside, and stealths. The Dragon Claw
Gone.
starts to move, and then as a bonus action, he casts a spell.
Bit of revenge going on here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wim,
Yeah. Oh,
please. So he attacks you twice with his scimitar.
wonderful.
Each one hits you for 5 damage.
Ow!
All right. You know what? That's fine. Your boy's sturdy. I'm still living. It's barely.
With how much?
Barely.
I'm not allowed
No
to tell you.
numbers. No numbers.
Not
he-
a lot.
he is-
Okay, so
badly wounded.
on a scale of 1 to...
No. He is crippled.
badly burned.
He is crippled. Now, as a reminder to both the players and the audience, the way that I do HP is in quadrants. So basically, at 75 and above HP, you're what was it? Or sorry, when you're uninjured, you're uninjured. But 75 and above, you are. Oh God, what was it? Wasn't crippled. You're wounded. At half or below, you are bloodied, and then at 1/4 or below, you're crippled. And the Dragon Claw is totally untouched.
FYI, I have received a request off of chat, like outside of chat, to show that my ring can actually spin at like Mach 2.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh my God!
what?
Jesus!
Oh no! Wait.
Oh, I just got jump
what?
scared. Holy crap!
I am so disappointed. It wasn't. It already got rid of the charge. It's been spinning for too long. It reset. Ah.
Yikes!
All right, I'll show you later.
All right.
I'll show you the super speed.
Okay.
Super speed.
Wim, it is now your turn. Oh yeah, it is now your turn.
Okay. How's this guy looking?
Uninjured.
Completely uninjured. I cannot take hits like that again. If I try to run, he'll get attack of opportunity unless I use my main action to disengage, right?
Yes.
Hey, Scratch, how you look pretty healthy. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use my main action to disengage.
Okay. You can move up to half of your movement.
Oh, only half?
Well, as part of the disengage action, you move
Oh, it's part
half
of-
of your movement, and none of
Yeah,
none of that movement provokes attack of opportunity. But if Scratch were an enemy, and you moved there, and then you moved again, then you would take attacks of opportunity.
Right.
So I'm
And
protecting
then,
you, huh?
well, it's and I wasn't gonna actually have you protect me. I was just gonna run them as far away as possible because I can't take these hits.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get away. And then if I, wow, okay.
You can do it.
I can't actually. I can't, freaking.
You can
ruler.
just climb it. Let's give it a
I'm
good
not.
jump.
I already used my action. There we go. All right, that's end my turn.
All right.
And bye. See you later.
See ya.
Have a great time.
I'm running away like a villager, like a commoner.
Scratch.
like a commoner.
You saw Wim go from uninjured to almost dead in the span of about 5 seconds.
Been sliced and diced.
Yeah, I'll still help you guys out. I can't be right next to this dude. I got no more magnified gravities. I can't do it.
I'm useless. It is now your turn.
Okay.
I got no slots remaining. Oh. Misfortune.
15 feet, huh? Okay. I'm gonna do something bold. I'm gonna just go right up to him and attack.
All right.
With
You do
with
not
dagger.
have sneak attack.
That is okay.
That
Beat him up.
hits.
Pog. Can I use my bonus action to like move back a bit?
You can, because you are a rogue. You can
Nice.
move up to half of your movement without provoking attack of opportunity as a bonus action. Also,
So
Uh,
half of
cl-
15.
so click on the dagger in chat to roll the damage.
Oh, sorry.
Let that go.
Okay, it's a good hit.
Okay. Half of 15. So like.
Well, no. Half of your total movement.
Oh.
So you.
Okay, I move here then.
Okay.
Not too far, but just close enough.
Anything else?
That is all.
All right. Weeb, you're Amgi.
Cool. I'm angry. Super angry. So inexplicably angry. Okay, I move up here.
All right. Anything else for you?
I could dash right up to the guy again.
You could.
Shoop. Hey. I just wanted to let you know that I'm pretty angry and eager to beat you up.
He doesn't even regard you.
Oh, the disrespect.
Annabelle
the disrespect.
once again holds her action, though she seems to be looking for something else. Gold piece is still invisible. All right. So he walks like so, and then uses his bonus action to teleport.
Teleport.
Oh.
He's got it out for a whim.
Damn.
Yeah. And then he raises his hand. And, oh, no, he doesn't have that. So he moved 5, 10. All right. Oh, man. So he says, for the glory of Tiamat, as his scimitar lights up to attack Wim when Annabelle's prepared action goes off.
Nice.
He really likes this.
protecting me.
All right, and she shoots
Like
him,
who
but
was?
he is not dead. He is definitely crippled as he attacks you, Wim.
Haha. Class king.
Does that mean that he has disadvantage because he got interrupted in the middle of his attack?
Rules as written, no, I would say normally yes. However, he gets guaranteed advantage on 1 attack per turn, and he attacks twice per turn. So his first hit will be made at normal. What is your AC, young man?
17.
That's a big one.
Oh, he just barely misses you.
Oh.
Would have been 9 freaking damage. All right, next attack at disadvantage. Nope, he misses.
Okay. We're living. For
Well,
now.
it helps that you're not flat on your back anymore.
It does, because then he
hell?
wouldn't.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, he is as crippled as could possibly be. If you guys were going to capture him, any of you can know now is the time to attempt to do so.
So
If you
to capture,
if you sucker punch him, and he goes down, that's when he starts making death saves, right? I could just walk over.
Well, non-lethal damage is a thing. It cannot be done
Yeah.
with spells.
I attack with non-lethal intent, best friend.
So you could attempt to
we
punch
have to
him.
do that then, or unless you want to like grapple him or something.
Well, I mean, melee weapons can be used non-lethally. And yeah, you can restrain him. You can try.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go so well for me. I can. Well, I don't currently have my hand axe readied.
So
Right.
you have a spell focus in one hand because you have to as a spellcaster, but you
Oh.
have a free hand.
Hmm.
And as part of a movement, you can draw a weapon. Though, where do you keep your hand axes?
No, it's just like in a compartment on my ring.
Okay.
Like it just pops out and like shoots out on its own.
Sure. So if it's otherwise in your inventory and not like specifically readied, it takes an action to draw.
Right. Yeah. No. It's my weapons are basically there's compartments on the ring, and the weapons compartments are like you can think of them as being like spring loaded. So they'll shoot out, and I can grab them as they come out and use them like a meat. It would sort of be like if somebody were to toss me an axe and I catch it and then fall through with the swing.
There is a specific item that does that.
Oh, there is?
The quick draw release. Yeah, it's actually specifically for your race too, for exactly what you just said. I mean, having weapon compartments on your ring does make sense, but
Okay, well then I guess it's not spring loaded. It's just
Yeah.
it's like it's not like in like a backpack I have to dig around. Like it's immediately accessible
right. Either way, it would take an action.
to take
Tragic.
out and
Yes.
accept.
Balance.
Yes.
It's mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
How?
If,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you
I know.
got the quick draw
How-
release, then you could draw it as a free action and make an attack.
I'm gonna make a note of that because I want that for later.
And it's a magic item, so I have to tell you no because otherwise there's no point to have that item.
Right. Okay. Once again, tell me how bad does he look? Like,
This man,
Yeah,
if
it-
you spit on him the wrong way, he will die. He's literally a 1
Okay.
HP.
I am literally just going to.
Numbers?
I'm gonna punch him with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Is that viable?
You
Non-lethal
are not
damage?
proficient with fist. So you can make a melee attack roll
Okay.
without
Which
proficiency.
is gonna be just strength.
Yes, you add your strength.
Woo.
Okay. You fucking knock this guy on his
A bonk.
back.
That's quite the arm I got
Because
there.
your fists deal 1 damage plus your
Nice.
strength. So he is brought exactly to 0.
You sent this man to horny jail.
Yeah,
Stop
he
repeating
he
him a lot.
teleports up to you. He slashes at you with his rapier, but it like partially gets interrupted by gun, and then you're just like, just straight on.
just fucking smack him.
Give him make it a slap. Make it a slap. How can he slap?
Honestly, how could she slap?
Alrighty, so that ends that.
I would like the party to know that I am dying. I am literally on the brink of death here.
All right, I got something for you. Let me spare the dying this guy, and then I.
Oh
Can
no,
cure
you
you.
don't need to. You don't need to.
Oh,
One,
okay.
he was knocked exactly at 0, which means that he's not bleeding out. And 2, it was non-lethal damage that took him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna kill the dude. We went through all the trouble to fucking get him.
So we tie him up with rope.
All
and I
right.
carry him.
And you also have the villagers to worry about.
Ah, yes. First I cast Cure Wounds on Whim.
Oh, much obliged.
Where are my spells? So that's one spell slot
Thank you,
gone.
Father.
Are you going to charge him
Granting
for
me
it, though?
magical oaths.
I don't have level 2 spells yet.
Okay.
Right.
Wimp, you regain 7 HP.
Okay.
You can put that on your sheet or on your token.
I did it in my sheet.
Yeah. So, we're going to. I want to ask if you guys are going to do anything else like specific at the sanctuary. Otherwise, the refugees are just going to follow you back to the keep.
Can we instruct them to carry any supplies that they can?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They were already going to do so because that was
Oh,
that
okay.
was part of the point of. Oh, this isn't what I wanted. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, the whole reason you wanted to free the sanctuary is that they had like some supplies for the keep. Also hostages.
Also, yeah.
But do you guys otherwise go back?
Yeah, we just go back.
Okay.
I feel I mean, I'm wondering if there's anything of interest here to like otherwise to do before we leave.
Well, real quick, Scratch.
Probably go talk to the
Hi.
warlock that just saved your life.
I would
You're not there. You're all the way at the keep.
I know. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant in Greenest.
Oh no.
So Scratch,
Mhm.
near your like left talon foot thing, you feel a little bit of a prick.
I die.
Oh.
It's over.
So you
Oh,
see.
I'm dying. Thank you for everything.
So
I'm a
you
dog.
see the little swan has pecked at you, and with that revelation,
war!
we're going to go ahead and swap back over Mr. Psychic.
Oh, that's war. Oh, this is an initiation of war.
So, now that you have absorbed the soul of your of the half dragon champion,
Great matter.
the keep does welcome you back in, albeit with some stares.
What? Have you never seen an old woman before?
At which point, Governor Nighthill, the human like leader of the town, kind of regards you and goes, "We've seen plenty of old ladies before, but that's." He kind of like looks over towards where the battle took place and kind of shakes his head and even spits a little and goes, "That ain't right."
Well, take it or leave it. It happened, and it helped.
Yeah, it did.
I bonk him on the head with my stick a little bit.
He,
Show some respect for your elders.
he just kind of like whatever. I don't know if you recall his description, but most of the
I don't
burn
believe I was
scars.
there for it, but I think I've played this module up to this point before.
So Governor Nighthill is kind of an older man. By human years, he's actually pretty similar to your age. I mean, obviously the physical number is lower, but I mean, in terms of percentage, you know, he's just as high up there. Across his entire right side are burn scars that do not.
I didn't want to bonk him then. That would be a bad bonk target.
Yeah. And his right arm is in a cast, and he kind of leans on his left side. It's not really hard for you to tell, especially since you have similar scars, that he probably got hit with the big adult dragon's breath. And he'll be in recovery for some time. Speaking of,
Anything I can do to cure his wounds or help heal? Or is he pretty much set?
he's basically set. It's just like he received such overwhelming damage, you know, He might not ever get use of his right arm again. You know, maybe like a greater restoration spell from a cleric or something. But
Certainly not me.
yeah, your potions are great for
Beyond
like
my humble
instant
art.
healing, but for long-term treatment, yikes. But regardless, Governor Nighthill kind of nods at you and gestures you to come up to the parapet at the top of the keep.
Do you follow him?
Okay. So, while up there, he sort of gestures out towards the sanctuary over here and says, just about, I guess it was last night, some other weirdos came into town and they started helping too. Based on the sound of those explosions, I would imagine that they would be here sooner rather than later. I would bid you to join up with them, since your strength is definitely something they could probably use.
Probably. Okay. I suppose I can go along with that. I shall meet these ragtag misfit band and see if I can lend my talents to their goal.
They should be heading through the hidden sewer passage, which I don't think.
I will
bothers
head
you.
down and sit there with my old woman looking ass.
All right.
Agnes.
As soon as you leave, you can hear the governor kind of cough, and he sort of mutters something like, "Oh Jesus, yikes."
I'm sure he was merely reacting to my stench.
Yeah.
I've been walking a great many miles, and I've collected a few extra aromas.
Oh.
All right. So, with that said, all of you will eventually meet up at the hidden locale. So,
Be aware. So none of you notice that I smell bad, because you guys smell just as bad.
well, I don't know about that.
Are you suggesting?
I take offense to that because that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Maybe,
Although I am covered in
maybe
quite a bit of blood.
Scratch probably smells that bad.
But I mean, I walked through the river, so I would imagine I'm not covered in as much blood anymore.
Well, so either way, the party sees an old lady waiting for them.
Ah,
So this is the point where all of the party
Oh.
members describe what they look like
Oh.
to the other party members.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. Hey, crone. I am princess and pauper. I am mother and daughter. I am a warlock, and I serve a patron of life and death, and I have come to offer my meager talents to your ragtag band, if you will have me.
Old people.
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
We'll keep that one meta for
Okay.
now.
Okay.
well,
I
I
got
for
my
one,
finger
am very
hovering
glad
over.
to have another to
some
have someone
whispers.
join our party. It doesn't matter if they're old or they smell bad. It doesn't matter. An ally is an ally.
I bet this old lady doesn't even know how to use Twitter. Old people. To be fair, I barely know how to use Twitter myself.
Would the other party members like to describe themselves to Mr. Psychic?
Ah, yes. So basically, you see someone with blue eyes, black hair, and a floating crown that tilts just slightly to the right, just a little bit. And
Wow.
he's wearing what appears to be almost like an admiral's uniform with a cape on it and a white sash.
Captain, King, Prince. All those titles fade away at the end.
My title could mean more than you could ever imagine. but it
We
was
shall
stolen from me long ago.
Interrupted. We shall see about that. For the duration of your life, I can see great importance in recovering that which was lost.
Yeah, so Weeb, I don't know if you picked it up, but this old lady said that she serves a patron of life and death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Huh.
It's just like a general motif that appears to be running through all of my actions so far. I don't know if any of you have like picked up on it.
Well, we haven't been here.
Life and death.
We've been on the side of the,
We-
we've been on this other
We've
side.
Yeah.
been, we've been blowing people up.
Yeah, I kind of came right out and just said it because I don't need you guys trying to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
She feels she can trust you since you ostensibly took out some enemies for the good of the keep.
Yeah, and I mean behind them you can see like a kind of a marching order of several commoners. Among them is also a tabaxi male kind of playing with a knife. And he's sort of dressed in rags. He's kind of hard to keep track of, but you know, that's tabaxi for you. And then near the rear of the line is a human, what is probably a noblewoman, given that, you know, if her armor wasn't splattered in blood, it would be like basically spotless. There's no like bad marks or signs on it. And she also has like a cape that goes over her shoulder, and she's carrying a gun. Gun, yes. She carries gun.
Yes. Mine too. With my outfit, it's pretty pristine too. Aside from all the blood on it, yeah. I'm just my VTuber character. Hi.
Cute, it's a good look.
Scratch.
Okay, I guess
Right, yes.
View has been doing something else for a few minutes.
I'm a Kenku. Not that tall. I have a cool, funny-looking cloak that I probably stole from someone. I have tiny dagger on hip, and yeah.
It's not stealing if they're dead.
It's not stealing.
Exactly.
All right. So now that the party has properly introduced
I haven't.
themselves-
I haven't.
Everybody
introduced-
knows who.
Yeah,
Okay,
introduced-
go ahead. Go ahead.
I give her a look over, and I say, yeah. If you ever need a back brace or anything, I got you, I guess.
For many years to develop this hunch, young man. I'll not have it taken away from me now.
An iron knee, then perhaps. Mouth off,
Now
and you're
there
gonna
is a
need two of them.
Now there is a gift fit for a queen.
Oh God.
Goodness.
I regret this. I regret this so much. Why did I approve
This is great because our characters are
love
definitely not
this.
gonna get along. It's gonna be
Okay.
completely one-sided too. Poor fucking crone, dude. Ugh.
Alrighty. So let me go over this document real quick. So that was done. That was done. It's about midday now. You guys have been kind of fighting back and forth for basically 7 hours.
All right, I
We
gotta
better
go to
take
the
a
bathroom,
rest.
so I'll be back.
Does anybody else want to take a rest?
Well, you can choose to take a short rest. However, the last thing to deal with, since so far as you have been told by basically the militia that are receiving the sanctuary people, that they've sent, because all of you were able to like basically split up and handle different problems, they sent a good portion of the militia over to the mill to go liberate that, and that appears to have been a success, which makes that the last major thing to do in town is the big dragon.
Big dragon.
Yes.
dragon.
So, for the entirety of the day, there has been an adult blue dragon just kind of circling over. Occasionally, does his lightning breath. Let me go check over. What is Crone's passive perception?
Just got a good wisdom. Let me take a look at it.
Would be
Passive 13.
Okay, not quite high enough. But basically, he's been kind of laser beaming various parts of the town. It's not like super frequent, and he doesn't seem to be aiming anywhere in specific. It appears to be just like a scare tactic to keep them in the keep. But I mean, he's chilling.
You do be chilling though.
The governor would mention that from atop the parapet, it would be possible to communicate with the dragon. Whether or not that's a good idea, well.
Well, what do my party members think about the dragon?
Scary.
I want his scales. I want to take the scales. I want to use the scales.
You need some of your little science.
Yes, my little gizmos, my little gadgets.
And since Weeb is cardboard cutout, he says bonk.
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 Well, I propose that we communicate with this foe to see what it is that he wants and what will persuade him to let us go.
Yeah, I noticed that it doesn't really seem too enthused about having to do all this, so it is possible we could convince it,
That's
to not hit the town. So yeah.
I destroyed his champion and routed his troops. So I propose we send it the way it came.
You want to fight this thing?
No, I want to talk. I'm just being
We're
dramatic.
gonna negotiate.
You just be a little dramatic. You're like, let's talk to it and send it back from whence it came.
All right, I'm back. Whatever we're talking about, bonk.
I told you. I told you guys that is exactly what he would say. All right.
Goodness.
Excellent. 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 That's why I'm the GM. Okay. So you guys head up to the parapet. Would you like to take a short rest before talking to the dragon or after?
I think we
The
should
dragon-
should rest.
The dragon
yeah, we
appears
can
to be
I
short
prefer a short rest.
We can do a short rest. However, the dragon is there now, and I feel like the town would probably be annoyed if we just left it.
Well, the dragon
maybe the
has been
dragon
here
would
for
be
like
upset.
2 weeks almost.
Oh,
I gotta
Um,
step away for a second.
I
Yeah,
just
he's-
got here.
well, yeah. I mean, he's been basically vibing here the whole time.
He is truly vibing, though.
He leaves at night. He shows up in the morning, and he does the same thing every single day.
Surely he must be getting bored. Okay,
Well,
let's take a short rest.
yeah, what's another hour, right? All right. So, Lady Warlock, of course, you regain basically your entire kit back out of short rest. All of
Yeah.
the rest of you, however, may roll up to half of your hit die to heal, which is 1.
Is there a button I hit to take a rest
No,
and refresh all my stuff, or do I
Uh,
have to do it like personally?
you would do it manually.
So hold on. I have 2 hit die. Do I change it to 1 and then hit die to roll it?
It doesn't matter which order you do it in, so long as you know that you have 1 hit die remaining. Okay, you recover that much HP.
Oh, perfect. Back to full. I am sprightly.
And at this point, both Goldpiece and Annabelle have left the party, which reduces it down to 4 of you. So you may choose one of them to accompany you to the dragon.
We brought Gold's piece specifically for his silver tongue for the dragon.
It's so funny because Goldpiece isn't trained in any charisma skills.
What?
He just rolls
Might
obnoxiously
I
high.
suggest that a silver-haired witch with a silver tongue may be a suitable spokesperson for our interests.
That's fair. Worst comes to worst, we could pretend it is silver and offer you up as a trade.
Huh.
Oh goodness.
What
I'm not
is your
opposed to it.
ring made of, little one?
You can't give that away.
Yikes.
That's what I thought. Come, let us go.
You can spare a bit of hair. You don't need all that blood. Oh my
What
god!
were you
Wait,
doing with it?
hold on. Wait, should we explain that real quick? I don't know if they know the reference.
It's better
No?
if they don't.
Okay, that's fine. Children have lots of blood. They don't need
They
all
do
that
what
blood.
you do with all that blood.
Oh my
Alrighty.
goodness.
If I was a child,
And a kindly old witch came up and asked for a bit of blood. You know what I'd do? I'd give it to her.
she needs it.
All right, losers. So,
All right, let's go up to the
Yeah,
roof.
yeah.
Since the only one I heard was Gold Piece, he will join you, albeit begrudgingly.
He's just there for
We
moral
just drag
support.
him along.
Yeah, and he more or less lets you know that as soon as the dragon gets mad, he's gone. Just so you're not surprised when that ends up happening. All right.
Dragon.
So from atop the parapet,
I wave a flag to get his attention.
You wave a flag.
Yeah.
What? Just for humor's sake, what kind of flag do you wave?
A black flag.
A black flag.
Maybe I should pick a blue one, but it's too late to change the color now.
No. I'm wondering if you're trying to include something else established in your backstory or not. Is more or less what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah. I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, 'cause otherwise I wouldn't care.
You know what? Let's do it, because when else are we going to get a chance to include my backstory?
Okay, so this flag is black and it has a pretty specific green symbol on it. I don't think anybody in the party could possibly know what it is. Actually, Whim, you can roll history at disadvantage. I guess Weeb could. I guess Weeb could too.
Alright, I mean,
I was about to say.
at disadvantage, it's not bad.
Well, has Weeb been in this specific world for that long? I don't think so. Cause, okay, well, we'll see.
I think out of anybody, it would probably be me, if anybody gets it.
Yeah. I know. You
No,
won't
no,
have.
we're not talking about roles. I'm talking about just backstory.
Oh, sure. I was more referring to psychic. What he just posted in the
Oh,
chat.
that wasn't to the GM. Oops.
No, that's okay.
That was
Stupid.
So I'll DM it to you over Discord because I have to have a separate window just to know what this freaking guy's name is. Hold on. Let me paste this over to you, and then it'll be. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. So that's that.
Gaming magicians, you can't call them that.
Yeah, I know.
Loser from loser
I
town.
don't name these freaking dragons, okay? All right. So,
Dragon loser.
so Whim, this symbol is familiar to you, though the last time you saw it was in a book in Candlekeep about the history of the Sword Coast of about 500 years ago. It is the symbol of another dragon, though which dragon, why a dragon has an insignia, the details are a little fuzzy.
Do I know any details about the dragon itself? Like color?
You know that it is called the Black Death.
Is black a metallic or chromatic color?
It is a chromatic
Metallic,
dragon.
right? Oh, it is chromatic. Okay.
It is chromatic.
Called the Black Death.
Yep.
Chromatic dragon. Can I roll for interactions, history, knowledge, and interactions between black and blue dragons?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Basically because it differs. It would be like trying to roll between, like, you know, lizard folk and kobold. Even though they're all lizard folk, but either way. But regardless, this flag does catch the attention of this dragon, which I will now put on the map. Bap.
I'm gonna stand on the roof and vibe.
Let's see if I have a token for him. No, that's really bizarre. Creatures and monsters. Okay. Oh, I guess I could show this to you guys. Bap.
Bling dragon.
Yeah. So that's what he
Blue
looks like.
Dragon. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. The size is not quite to scale, but he's a big boy. So, he descends.
Hail, dragon, what is your name?
I think I'm the one that asks the questions around here. More specifically, mortal, where did you get that little trinket? It's cute.
I believe he's referring to you, young man.
Oh no, no. I mean that little towelette you carry.
Oh, this old thing. This old thing. No, it's far more than a trinket.
Did he give it
I
to
must
you as a birthday present?
It's your tongue, young one. I've seen more birthdays than you have scales.
So
Anyway, it's not important.
it kind of huffs as like static energy washes over you.
Or I snuffle. We've gotten off to a bad start. Hello, dragon. I am the crone. I am here to parley with you. I wish to know what your interest is with this little town and its inhabitants. And I wish to know what we can do to get you to leave them alone.
A parley. Mortals and their talking, incessant sentences and promises. But I am nevertheless interested. I will take up your offer as a parley, though I will do so conditionally. Your terms, if I am to understand this correctly, is to just leave these insects alone, yes?
Take the glass away from the anthill and allow the bugs to crawl around as they please. Yes, that is true.
No doubt. Very well, I can concede to these, if you will do a favor for me.
The crone shrugs. What have I to lose? What have I to do? I am old, nearing the end of my days. Surely a small favor could not be too hard.
Now that I think about it, 2 favors. The first is quite simple. You apologize. Old though you may be, it is less that you are wise and ancient, and more that you are just young and dying. Just like the rest of your species, you too will find the end of the clock far sooner than I would. You may apologize, and perhaps I will be willing to overlook the offenses to my existence that you have thus far spat out. The second, however, is far more important. These cultists, these little playthings that think that I will obey them just because they want the Great Mother's affections, they have something that binds me more or less to what they want, though through underhanded means. You see, there is a cavern not far from here. In that cavern are eggs of some offspring from both myself and some of my distant brethren. Recovering these eggs will be most fortuitous. Though, should you choose to break the eggs of my brethren, well, that's just less competition for me. I would see you rewarded for these efforts. Similarly, should mine come to break, well, I'll just have to take you and break that in exchange. Have I made myself clear?
The crone offers a curtsy. My apologies. You are clearly a dragon of considerable virtue and honor. I apologize for any offense that my words may have inflicted.
Go ahead and roll me that persuasion, Chief.
I ain't talked to a dragon in like 100 years.
Well,
I don't
blue
know what they
dragons
like.
in particular are extremely prideful. Basically, everything is an insult to them. Okay.
Oh, she's got charisma.
Okay. All right. So, as you give your curtsy and start talking, his chin sort of lifts up and he sort of huffs again as his wings spread. Well, you may be old, but at least your eyes aren't as decrepit as the smell that reeks off of you. And for the other task?
I turn to my party allies. We accept your... Oh, go ahead. You can... I assumed because my old lady is very assertive, but you may go ahead and voice...
I
any
have no
concern.
problems with that.
I'm basically looking for anybody to say no. It sounds like no one says no.
No, I'm not gonna say no to this.
No.
All right.
We accept your terms.
Good. Well, in that case, I suppose I have something to look forward to. Though, of course, until your end of the bargain has been made apparent. And trust me, I'll know when those eggs are outside of the cave. But, until then, I have a town to terrorize, unless you would be willing to make another bargain.
Crone looks a little grumpy. What do you have in mind, dragon?
I have a horde, like any dragon. This horde has magical items, equipment,
Honestly.
power. Yes, I thought that you would, funny magic man.
I like your funny words, Dragon Man.
But you need to do something for me. And, well, most things I can do on my own, so I would have to leave it up to your suggestion. Perhaps, maybe, if one of you would be willing to, I don't know, swear your allegiance to me. Anchor your soul to my power. And yes, I would be willing to compensate such. Though, he looks over at Weave. Not you. You don't count.
Ah.
You have other issues to sort out that I frankly don't want any part of.
Does he not detect that I have a patron?
So
If he
sort of
has, he has
crossed my
conveniently, not mentioned it.
So I sort of cross my arms and grip my teeth. It's not obvious.
Obvious. It's written on your shield. But, I'll leave you to that adventure. And perhaps, that reminds me, I might know something about that. You see, I've lived for quite some time. maybe if you do something for me, if you'd be willing to cast aside some of your powers to be, and give them to me, or at least let me occupy that space in the multiverse, I could tell you, well, I will truthfully answer anything that you would wish to know. Young priest. For
I
example,
want to make
Dragon's
it known I've already
offering.
sold my soul to anime. I have no soul to give.
oh, I know, right? Isn't the newest season just marvelous? No.
Hell yeah. You doing a healer? Yo, you like that shit?
Bruh, it's crazy.
Oh my god. It's fucking I gotta get caught up.
Use the
Anyways.
voice filter and sing the Neon Genesis Evangelion's theme
Oh
song.
my god.
Nah, I don't actually know that song.
You don't know that song? Oh,
Nah. Anyhow,
killing me.
Did you have a response, Mr. Weeb?
No, I didn't.
I see.
He just withdraws within himself, I assume.
So, over towards specifically Whim and Scratch. The dragon regards you with his offer.
I'm honestly so tempted just for like the hell of it. It's like man, what do I have to lose?
Your
Chromatic
soul?
dragons are not very nice. They're pretty evil.
Well,
yes, you're gonna
they
become
are
a dragon,
He's not gonna give it
Warlock.
back, Scratch.
they are
It's not like when you stole my fucking
Ew,
gavel.
it would have it.
so they are predisposed to be evil, but that doesn't make them liars. They're just jerks about the stuff that they do.
Warlock rogue.
But well,
I he's not getting my
If I were
soul.
to give this guy
Ah,
my
damn.
soul,
I guess I'm out of
something in
daggers.
return, you then?
say again, Mio.
If I give this dragon my soul, I get something in return. Is what you're saying?
You do. You can either name something that he potentially has in his hoard, or he can just give you power or knowledge or wealth and, you know, a vague thing that you desire.
What do you?
What are the
Okay, what do
downside
you mean
of-
by name something in his hoard?
So basically, if there's a magic item that you want, he can see if he has it in his hoard.
Can she ask before? selling
She
her
can
soul to
ask
the
what
shrine?
the item is. Whether or not he tells if he has it is, well, that's up to him.
Power would be neat. What do you guys think? If I give this guy my soul, what do you guys think?
Well, so what is the downside of giving him the soul? What
Yeah,
happens,
exactly.
like
what are
functionally?
the downsides? Am I like doomed to
I am
doomed to follow him forever?
I
Am I gonna
am
or something?
not obliged to answer this question.
I would like to roll.
Nope. To roll to persuade the DM.
Nat 20.
I could probably roll history on this, given my time.
You can roll history, you
History
can roll
on
arcana,
Facts of
you can
Dragons.
roll religion. Give me a minute. There's a number of skills that can apply here. I just need to look over all of them.
History feels like would make the most sense, especially if I've heard of accounts, if I've read of accounts of.
Well, so
Soul tax being
soul,
given to dragons.
soul things that involve souls are almost always magical rituals. So arcana could apply. History
I mean,
could
it's not
apply.
like I can
if-
only roll one thing, as like this conversation is kind of going.
I
on.
roll Arcana.
okay,
I'm rolling
okay.
history.
Arcana, history. Is anybody else rolling anything?
I'm gonna help out.
Sure, I'll go with religion.
I'm gonna also roll Arcana. Maybe I
Okay.
shouldn't have.
Well, so Scratch, you have no idea.
Great.
You honestly, this is the first time anybody's even mentioned that you have a soul. Considering how much you've existed in the city, most people just think you're a monster. So honestly, this might be like a compliment. You have no idea either. the only time you've ever heard of anybody giving up their soul for anything was their deity, but even that is kind of dubious. It's more of a symbolic thing, at least in your experience. It's not like a literal giving up of the soul. For Crone, you've heard mention of this. People, and especially cults, do a lot of rituals to anchor their souls elsewhere. What exactly this means seems to differ between who's doing the ritual, why they're doing it, and who they're doing it with. So there's not really concrete understandings. And for Whim, books on this stuff are real hard to come by. Mostly because the average person that does this kind of stuff usually dies or becomes a lich and then dies. I guess the best way to put it would be that it is something that can happen, and it doesn't usually come into play until somebody dies. Because usually when you die and you fail your death saving throws, your soul leaves your body. Normally, what happens is that it goes to limbo, where either a god or angel or devil or a significant being like a psychopomp weighs the weight of your soul based on the actions that you have taken, and then sends you to a extraplanar existence to live out the rest of your life. Kind of like, what modern day religion preaches, only with slightly more magic involved. If a soul is not claimed by anything, it just straight disappears, as limbo instantly consumes it, and it is redistributed among the ether.
So it sounds like, so if you give I'd imagine that as long as it's not like immediately, and again, time is probably a little bit relative in that sort of situation. Would it be a fair assumption that by giving your soul to this dragon, it makes it impossible essentially to be revived should you actually die?
No. As far as you are aware, a soul revival magic is basically capturing a soul as long as it is viable to be captured. As I just punched my freaking plate. As long as a soul exists to be captured, revival magic basically suggests that the soul can come back. It basically creates a bridge from wherever that soul happens to be. Now, if a certain being has a soul, such as a god or a dragon or a patron or whatever, they can choose on behalf of the individual to just not give it up.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like that, I feel like that would be the
it doesn't necessarily mean that, though.
True, but we are talking about a chromatic dragon.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if he has a free pawn, well, it's not like Miyu's soul could do much as a soul, but in a body, it can do a lot of things.
Yeah, he's not getting my soul. No on that one.
All right.
Will this change everything will this change a lot of stuff for me if I give
It
this
absolutely
guy my soul?
will. And I'll talk to you about it after the game, should you choose to do so.
I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted. God, I gotta stop doing things on impulse.
Wow.
I'm really just impulsively sitting here like, maybe I should. It would be kind of fun.
He wouldn't offer it if it wasn't gonna be, a thing.
Something that any of you could reasonably figure out is that basically no matter which way you want to go about this, there is a definite benefit for him, and so far as you're led to believe, there's some benefit in it for you. It's also worth noting, at least Wim would know this, every dragon is a sorcerer. All dragons are sorcerers. They have real legitimate magic power, and it's pretty intense. Even the young dragons are about average to the human equivalent. So adult dragons are pretty similar to the world's, not quite archmages, but pretty high up there. This guy in particular, I think, is equivalent to a 12th level character. I think so. I'd have to go figure it out.
Damn, well, if this dragon is only equivalent to a 12th level character, then level 20 characters must literally be gods. What the hell?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
They are.
That's exactly how it works. Swoon.
Yeah. Well, technically they're demigods, but oh, sorry. He's equivalent to a 16th level character.
Could I ask the dragon for something really stupid?
You can ask the dragon whatever you wish.
What if I asked him to make me taller? Talk about Scratch, not me!
This is something that I am capable of. Easily, actually. It would hardly cost you too much.
Take it away from Whim.
Is that something that you would like?
I do be thinking about it. It's very
My
interesting.
God.
What? What's wrong with being a little bit taller? I can't wear shoes. I can't wear
Nothing.
shoes
There's
to be
nothing
taller.
wrong with wanting to be taller, okay? God.
Yeah, why didn't you ask
Yeah.
me taller too? Come on, we can make it.
I often wish I was
I don't need it.
You don't need it, huh?
I don't need it.
Need it.
Goodness.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna be
I
right
kind of
back.
lost track of where we were going. So basically, we're trying to figure out if I want to give my soul up or not.
Well, and he also offered to make you taller. It wouldn't cost you much.
What would it cost?
All you need to do is drink this. And in front of you appears a vial of kind of like a dark purplish liquid.
If I drink this, will you leave?
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, darn it.
Alright, I'll be back. Let me know if she drinks it.
My conditions for leaving the town are, well, already set in stone, as it were. We've all agreed. And he, and he specifically looks at the crone, one saying that. We've all agreed that the return of my kin's eggs are what matter. Drinking that would be the price for making you taller, if that's really what you want.
Is he just like drinking it? Is it like a frat boy prank? Or does drinking
Well,
it do something?
that's
Like,
for you guys
it
to
was
find
gross
out.
and you
That's
drank
for,
it.
that's for me to
Yeah,
find out.
Well, yeah, that's for you guys to figure out. It is a vial of a dark purple liquid.
Purple.
Can I?
Potion of pooping yourself.
Can I roll Arcana on it? See if there's any.
You
Magic.
cannot because you are not trained in Arcana.
Oh right.
Oh, actually, I think I should roll an Arcana because I'm sitting there witnessing it, and if it's something that I should know what it is, like if I'm gonna help out my homegirl over here.
Hey.
You may attempt.
Oh,
So you look at the vial. It's magical. It does
it's
something.
certainly magical.
It-
It does
it's
something.
Yeah, it's not like some like grape juice that tastes funny or what. Well, it might be, but it's definitely
Grape juice.
magical.
For reference, I rolled a 1.
Ouch.
I brain farted. I
Ow.
completely
Delicious
did not
grape
remember. She
Well,
tried.
No.
If I pretend it's grape
You rolled higher than a 1.
No, I did not roll higher than a 1. Those are my bonuses.
But yeah, I'm aware. So the sheet by default rolls twice, and you always take the first roll because you're not on disadvantage.
I
So-
see.
so
that
you rolled an
it's- Okay,
8.
it rolls twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, even so, you can't tell what it is.
That's some seriously grape juice.
Seriously.
It is definitely magical.
If I would I have permanent?
Would you?
I need a
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you these things. You either do it or
Say
you don't.
anything. You either do it or you don't. It's true.
I gotta know, did
Alright.
she drink the potion?
Okay,
Fine, I
so
will drink the potion.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
All right.
I will
Give me.
drink the grape juice.
Alrighty. First, I need a con save
Purple drank.
from Mew. Okay, it hurts. It hurts a lot. You basically just drank liquid electricity.
Oof, ouch, my bones.
Yeah, basically. So
The
hold on.
bone-hurting juice.
It is the bone-hurting juice. You
It's
take.
actually literally Kagerou from Harry Potter. Like, just straight up.
So Mew, you take 10 lightning damage. As it kind of courses through your body, and sort of violently reacts, and then the dragon kind of snickers a little bit and casts a spell. After which you are now large-sized.
Yo, let's go!
Well.
Go!
large size is pretty big. That's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm a
Look how tall-
Your
how
your
tall
your
Mike's in
height
real life.
and weight triple. You now take up a 4x4 square, or a 2x2
Big.
square. Sorry.
Large woman.
Big.
Whoa, that big.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So,
Scratch is a big boy now.
well, here's the thing. It's really hard for you to hide because
Yeah.
you're big.
I don't know why you did this.
You're like the size of a small giant.
Oh god.
Yeah.
See, I told you, I'm impulsive about these.
You are a quarter the size of this dragon, but you are now large-sized.
Does it give a bonus to strength?
Nope,
It
God
just makes
dang
her
it. I'm just
Ah.
big.
large.
You're
Scratch is
just
now
big.
large.
Oh, well, hold
In
on.
awe of the size
Let-
of this bird.
Let me look at the spell. See what it does. Okay. Oh, sorry. You have advantage on strength checks and saving throws. No, that doesn't happen. Okay. Yep. You just have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
I see. Perhaps I am slightly regretting this. Just a little bit. But I'm now big.
Oh,
wait,
I'm sorry. I must have used too much of my amazing power for your mortal body. I could undo it for a similar price.
So I gotta drink the grape juice again?
I guarantee the grape juice doesn't even do anything. It's literally just bone-hurting juice, and he just like slops it.
So sure
I gotta
enough,
drink the
an-
bone
for a
juice
laugh.
again?
another
God.
vial appears.
Ah, is it the same vial?
It is
like a
the
similar-
same one.
Ah!
Do you want
You
me
won't
to,
die.
to throw a little bit of bone helping juice onto you?
Giant was
Can
probably
you?
gonna upset about this.
Can you
The whole
do
point of
that?
you are.
I can, if you need it in order to drink the
'Cause I'm
bone
at,
hurting juice.
Can I say numbers or should or
You can't say
If you-
numbers.
Okay, I will expend. I will throw the brew. And hold on, let me roll. How do I just roll
So,
this?
it-
There's
it-
no.
It would be you can just type /roll space and then there you
Okay,
go.
it gives you 3 bone helps.
that would not be enough. I would
Oh
definitely
wait, no, that was
die.
after a long rest, so it gives you 6. My bad.
I would still probably die if I drank the bone hurting juice again. This is quite the predicament. I didn't think of this far.
Well, you would be on the floor.
Yeah, but then you guys have to carry me around,
Incidentally,
no?
If it so helps you, any one of you can drink the vial. That's just the price that needs to be paid.
Ayo.
Oh, hold on a second. 'Cause I would do this because at this point I'm probably just shaking my head like you will literally be, we cannot have a semi truck sized rogue. It's just, you're not even useful at this point. Like, I have to do something to fix this.
He's gonna drink it. He's gonna drink it.
Oh my god. 1 second.
Well, I would just recommend that somebody drink the juice.
Someone drink the bone hurting juice. Please.
All right, I take it and drink it.
All right, Weeb, you take it and drink it. Please roll a Constitution save.
Come on, I have a good con for a reason.
And that reason is juice drink.
Okay, so you take half damage, and that is 6 damage.
Ah,
Wow.
So 6
Ooh,
lightning
that
damage.
stings.
All right, and so the dragon once more casts a spell. Miu, you are now tiny-sized.
Hey yo,
So small.
I can't win. Wait, you know what? If I'm okay, wait. Can you put this into like metric?
You're very small. You're like
Hold on.
You're like a
Yeah.
pixie.
Because
Well,
I used
no,
to
no,
be
no, no, no.
like-
Pixies are tiny-sized. No, you're the size of a
are
gnome.
tiny-sized.
You're about 3 feet tall.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's for real
Scratch is
life.
this makes you a better rogue.
well, not necessarily. So here's
What else?
the thing. Your weapons, your daggers now need to be two-handed. They do not count as finesse or light weapons. You would have to use strength to roll on them. And you can't throw them anymore.
Ah.
You
Ah.
do have and you also have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws.
And thus is the end of what's it called? Kobold Slayer.
No. This is so sad. Can we get 5 gifted
All right,
subs?
hey, dragon. Let's get real here. I'll drink the bone hurting juice. Just put her back to normal size. Put her back to normal size.
Okay.
No,
No,
we're
I've had
fucking
enough fun. This is fun.
All right.
And so, Miu, you return to normal size.
Yeah. All it took was some bone hurting juice.
I appreciate you playing along, but the offer for the soul is serious.
What do you guys think? If I were to offer my soul,
trust this dragon. I
If you
have to say
like,
it very carefully.
I could
so that you-
even give you a little bit of a try.
try.
Yes,
Trial run.
you can try some of these powers.
But what if I don't want to use the powers? I just want to give my soul.
What?
just to have a friend.
You are
Yeah,
certainly
I
able
just
to
have a
make
buddy.
that decision. I will
Look, I know
not
Scratch
stop
is
you.
dumb, but I don't think he's that dumb.
You can take the trial, but I
Hmm.
wouldn't.
You know, maybe I will take the trial. Let's see.
Okay.
See what happens.
So, go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Okey-doke. Hey.
Oops, I'm on the wrong window. Okay, yeah. So, where is Scratch facing? In relation to the rest of the party? Are you like behind them? Are you standing next to them? Are you?
Probably like standing next. I'm assuming we're like in like a little like U
Line?
shape.
Like,
Or, like yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anybody in front of you?
No.
Is there
I
anybody?
mean, I'm facing the dragon, so.
Right, but you know, if you're in a bit of a, which party member would be closest to you? I guess I should say.
I think right now I would be between Weeb and Wim.
Okay, both of them make dex saves.
Oh
And-
God, what have you done?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Nice.
God, what have you done?
I don't know. This is just a trial, isn't it?
Yep. Nice. All right, Miu, go ahead and roll me 8d6.
8
Oh
D6?
hell no.
Oh yeah, gee, thanks.
Yeah, we're dying.
Okay.
We're dying right now. I'm dying at least. There's no way I don't. Not with this roll.
Alrighty. So, from Scratch's talons, surges of like lightning energy kind of just shows up from him. You know, the beams cross and it kind of just jolts out forward. And each of you take half of that damage.
Ah yes.
Oh.
I
Cool.
think that still knocks you both down to 0.
What?
Half of
Half of 33 is going to be
16.
16. Yep.
Do we have to make
your
death
boy's
saves?
living.
Oh, Wim, you make it. Yeah, this thing is
We're,
yikes.
we're kicking me out, Scratch out of the party.
What? No!
I was just
Scratch.
almost killed because you're messing around. What the fuck?
I'm trying to help us out here. Would any of you would you like to give your soul?
Do you
No,
think
why do
that?
you want
Do you
your
think that
soul?
this
Oh
is
my God.
helping? You've gotten a good sense of who this guy is and what kind of personality he has, what he wants, and what he might ask of you. And it sounds like he just wants to mess with you.
Oh, no. The power is legitimate. See, the fact that you aimed it poorly is just a matter of a lack of practice. But think of all the things you could do with power like that. All the cultists that could have been standing in front of that line. And that's not even the full power. That's just one of the things that you're capable of doing.
Well, I don't necessarily have to use the power, do I?
Well, then what's the point in getting it? Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to help out. No, are we trying to?
Look, are you gonna?
Listen, it's literally. I don't understand how many more times we have to say it's up to you. It truly is up to you.
Yeah,
Do you
like,
think
we
your
can't
character would
stop you.
take this deal and get the power, or do you think your
Actually-
character would not?
You want to zap people with lightning or not?
Hey, Kagerou.
Ha.
How healthy is Scratch right now?
Given the healing, Scratch is just above bloodied. So wounded, but decently.
Bloody is what, like halfway, kind of?
Bloodied is 50%. Yep.
Alright. If I were to land a really good whack, a non-lethal whack in the back of the head with with the dull side of my hand axe, do you think they'd be unconscious?
That's up to you. I mean, you would have to roll against Scratch.
You know,
I
or you
would
could just say, "I don't think you should do it," and leave
Well,
it like
hold
that
on,
instead of
hold
using
on.
violence to
You
solve
know,
your
the
problem.
whim asked me, and yeah, as the game master, I'm obligated to let him know. I mean, I could say that you would roll at advantage because Scratch is, currently shooting lightning bolts at the 3rd level. Discussing and deliberating. So, probably not expecting, whack him across the back of his head with a flat side of a hand axe.
Yeah, I can, they're talking. I can take a step. I'm like right next to Scratch.
Now,
yeah?
whether or not that would actually do it, can't say.
I'm doing it. I take a step back and a step to the side, and do you know how the hand axe has a blade on one side and the other side is just
It's
like,
just flat. Yeah.
It would not even flat. It's like a stick.
Yeah.
And then there's the blade. So I basically hit him with a stick. I'm gonna hit Scratch over the back of the head with
All right, go ahead and roll the bump.
Is that gonna be a strength check or is that I roll on the hand axe?
You roll on the hand axe because you're using the weapon. That misses.
Ouch.
Basically, you are so wounded by having just nearly escaped certain death that your arms are kind of I mean, I don't know if you've ever actually been electrocuted, but like your hands are kind of numb and it's you're just kind of hobbling around.
I swing again.
Okay. This one would not be at advantage.
Doesn't
but
matter.
Nevertheless, that hits.
Oh, I'm die. Thank you forever.
Go ahead and roll
It
the
was
damage.
non-lethal. Remember that. It was non-lethal.
It is non-lethal. Yep, you did state that.
So what do I do?
Well, Whim needs to roll damage. That's what needs to happen.
Oh, I thought that was the damage. Oh,
No, that's to hit.
oh for fuck's
Okay.
sake.
So Scratch, you feel just kind of on the back of your head as Whim just kind of clonks you with the flat end of this hand axe. Now, whether or not he meant to do it on purpose, everybody else, however, can clearly know what's happening. Also, gold piece is fucking gone. He's not having any part of this.
I can't fucking speak anymore because I'm on the ground knocked out.
You are unconscious.
True, he is.
All right, I'm taking charge here. I've just whacked Scratch. I said, all right, look, enough fooling around. You're not selling your soul. I'm making the call for you, unless you want to fight about it. In which case, I will back up 10 feet and I will spear you with Ray of Frost. And I'd like to see how much damage you take from that. Your antics are
Perhaps.
endangering the party.
Yeah, perhaps this is a similar scenario that has happened before. Maybe not.
Then
Are you reminiscing?
perhaps as a
I'm
token of
reminiscing.
good faith, he beats his wings and Weeb restore all of your HP
Oh, epic.
as the heal spell is cast upon you.
The
Actually,
Wow.
crone clears her throat. Are we done here? Are you young ones finished quite yet?
I mean, I'm close to being done, as in like dead, but you know, and I'm not doing the soul selling. All right, I'm getting kind of fed up with this dude.
but perhaps
Make you a deal, little bird. Perhaps we can make this decision later when we have collected the eggs as per our agreement. Our word is our bond, after all.
indeed.
Good idea.
And as for you, you who makes machines with magic, are you certain that you wouldn't like to browse some of my wares? It'd take me a moment to go get them, but
You seem to underestimate my abilities. Anything in your hoard, I will eventually be able to make, but better. And should you
Oh.
should you leave a bad taste in my mouth, I might take it from you myself.
Oh, I
Oh.
do so enjoy mortals who speak of such challenge. You are just like the girl in the city. Shame about her legs, though. I wonder if you can prove a better match for me than her.
Yes, yes, you all are very, very, very intelligent.
Though,
Are we done here?
I find it interesting, speaking of that girl, you carry around one of her toys. And he kind of like huffs, and you see the swan just kind of nearby.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah, Bob.
You named it Bob?
Oh, you know the swan. Oh, that's great. You know, I'm pretty sure that it would love to be better acquainted with your asshole. Why don't you come over here?
Okay, that's how we get into a
Swan
dragon
your
fight.
ass,
Do you want to rephrase
Swan
that
ass dragon.
real quick?
God.
The dragon didn't make the thing. It was the girl in the village, so you can take it up with her. I do not wish to fight a dragon at this present
I
time.
do not wish to fight a dragon either.
I do not wish
We'll
to
deal
fight
with you later.
dragon.
Let's get
Oh
these
no,
eggs.
this is quite amusing. I haven't even... This was so much fun, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Lenathan. You may call upon me whenever you wish. Though, if you try to shorten it, as you mortals are wont to do, I might greet you with a, more lively encounter. You will speak the full name, and only the full name.
Yeah, what was that one more time? I didn't quite catch that, buddy.
Lenathan.
Lenathar.
Lenathan.
Lenathan.
I'll type it here in Discord.
That wasn't a meta statement. That was in game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to
because
make. I wanted to make
Wim
sure.
has
that the-
decided to be cantankerous, more cantankerous than the hag.
I'm dying. I'm fucking dying.
You'll get over it.
Oh my god, I don't have any Robitussin left.
By the way, little one, would you like some healing? It doesn't cost much.
Yeah, no, I'll just take a nap.
Oh, very well.
Gives me a full 8 hours. I don't have to look at you.
Oh, I like you. You are
Unless
just
you wanna
like my
shove my
brothers.
dreams, but I'm gonna tell you there, you're gonna have disadvantage the whole time.
No worries. Maybe one day I'll take that ring back to the horde and might, wear it on my tail or something. Ta-ta.
Well, I hope you aren't too fond of your tail.
And then he fucks off.
Excellent.
Bitch ass
Well,
dragon,
that was very exciting, all of you.
bitch
I
ass
hope you've
punk
learned
ass
a good
swan
lesson
ass
today
dragon.
about talking to dragons.
God, you're so mad. It makes me.
My first time.
Oh god, it's so funny. All
I'm gonna get
right.
messed up. I'm gonna bong scratch for real sometime down the line.
So Gold Piece eventually kind of crawls back up and he's like, so is all the lightning bolts and the one-liners, they're all done, right?
Yes, they're done.
Yeah, can I go to bed? I'm feeling a little bit not on top of my game.
All right.
I think-
Well,
what time is it in the universe?
so it's getting a little closer to night. And I will allow you guys to take a long rest. Actually, we will probably end the session here.
Ah, yes.
That sounds good to me. I
Sounds
think we've had a good
to
time.
me.
All of you can level up to level 3.
Ah!
Hooray.
Oh no, how do we do this again?
Here.
Go
Level
over to
what
the
character man?
gear on your character sheet and click on the scroll down at the bottom right and click launch level plus character mancer.
Thank you.
Awesome.
X.
Mm-mm.
Oh, right, this again.
Yep.
Average
So
roll.
feel free to go through that.
How do we handle the thing again? Do we roll, and then if we don't like it, we take the average? that
Yes.
just-
So you can roll for your HP for the level, or you can take average.
I will take the average. Oh.
I'm gonna go with the safe bet and go average. I don't like my
Yeah.
rolls.
Well, you can do both.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll roll then.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll take average. Which was, I think, well, average is 5, right?
Oh, yeah.
It depends on your hit die, but yeah.
Gee, thanks.
Oh, yeah. Take average.
Thanks, Die. Very much appreciate it. No, I don't.
What
It
are
rolled a
these
fucking 1.
Archetype.
So-
archetypes?
So, all of you should have, except for Weeb, should have unlocked the ability to get an archetype. An archetype is basically a subclass, and it's what you want to specialize in. For Rogue, you have several options. You are free to read through all of them throughout the drop-down menu. Just pick what you think fits what Scratch would want to do the most.
Ah, yes, I can rage beyond rage now. I can rage so hard that the people within I forgot the range. Take radiant damage.
Oh, yeah. 10 feet.
10 feet.
Nice. All right.
Does it
That
matter if I
was
choose
fun.
ERLW or TCE for the class?
No. Tasha's basically just like got the Eberron book stuff and consolidated it. It's all the same stuff.
Okay.
I would recommend you go Tasha's either way.
Yeah.
Just because it has the optional class features. Okay, so we will go ahead and change this, and then we go here and change this.
I really like the roleplay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, that's right. I'm missing.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I learned from running games was if you want the roleplay to be fun, you need to go big mode. Like, you can't, like, it's so easy to half-ass it because you're like, oh, I'm not sure if this would be funny, or oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, or like, I don't really know what this character would do. You just, like, you have to start, and then once you've started, it kind of takes on a life of its own. So you can really go places with it.
Yeah. I tell you what, I can't wait for what's psychic?
Yeah, me.
name?
Psychic.
Or is that just your character's name is psychic?
My character's name is the Crone. Her real
Is that
name is a
so?
secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't wait for our characters to interact with each other. I feel like quite so.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun for you two.
Oh, okay, hold on. So it says that I gain proficiency with woodcarver's tools. If you already have this proficiency, you gain proficiency with one of the type of artists. Since I do not have woodcarvers, am I required to therefore take woodcarvers?
Yes, yes. You just get woodcarver's tools.
Cool.
And it's pretty necessary for how that class works.
Well, so the thing is, though, I can create the reason for that is so you can create eldritch cannons, right? But you can create eldritch cannons with woodcarvers or smith tools, and I already have smith tools.
Yeah, but there's other things that subclass does.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool.
Namely, you get the ability to basically carve out wands that do extra damage. It's actually the 6th level feature.
Let's see. Oh, and I just get Shield and Thunderwave?
Yep.
And they don't count against the number of spells I prepared?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. You just have them.
You cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you can see within range. Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Gulags are the best things ever. They are so spooky. Oh man. So, while they're figuring out their level ups, chat, how did we like this session? I know I enjoyed myself.
Oh, what was I gonna say?
Oh god.
What's that?
Dragon scene was real intense. It was good. I'm glad everybody liked it. You know, it's funny because the base book doesn't have the dragon really do anything, and you're actually supposed to fight it, which I think is really stupid and doesn't make a lot of sense. Because D&D talks all about how dragons are like basically the smartest beings in existence. And they have like whole paragraphs on their personalities, but it's like, oh yeah, you gotta walk up to Lenithon and deal like 50 damage to the guy. And dodge his lightning breath, and it's like, that sucks, because that could be like an easy TPK. Yeah, so for those who are new to this stream, I've run Horde of the Dragon Queen about 8 times. Each time I like to vary it up a little bit. I'm super familiar with how it goes, but it's just, I don't know, the dragon encounter is always my favorite, especially for the first chapter. Because the option to basically sell your soul is one that hooks a lot of people, and I have had players take it. And they've managed to complete the campaign with the consequences thereof. So, it's not all bad. You know, dragons are douchebags, but they are not liars. At least not most of them.
On level up, am I able to change some of the level 1 spells around?
No.
No.
When you hit 4th level, I believe you have the option to do so. But swapping spells is generally like a sorcerer, wizard, warlock thing. Half casters, I don't think, get the ability to.
I have the ability to.
Well, yeah.
Well, it says on my thing you can replace one spell.
Right. Because you're a full caster, technically.
Yeah,
warlocks are a full caster, but they're just weird. You get half the number of spell slots of any other class. You get one of the smallest spell lists, but your spells recharge on a short rest instead of a long one. Also, you get invocations.
right, the invocations are really cool.
Oh man, it's the best part of the class. I have definitely made many a warlock. And just retextured how the invocations look, and you can do a lot of stuff. Warlocks are just the best. I can love warlocks. Though, as of Tasha's guide or Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Ranger is a pretty nuts class. Honestly, might be one of the strongest classes, and offers a ton of cool stuff.
This is kind of homebrewy. If I take Arms of Hadar, could I do like does less damage but also heals allies?
No can do. If you were a celestial warlock, maybe. But nah. Because that would just be bonkers. Even if it did deforce.
Yeah, kind
We can probably look into similar stuff in the future. Like I might make a custom feat that allows you to do that. You might basically get a version of sorcery points, which allows you to have like a budget meta magic
that would be cool.
to do something like that. But I'd have to make it like a feat. So that way it's, you know, you can get an ASI or you can get this.
Or it could be
cool
an invocation.
Might be pretty strong as an invocation.
Defeats like not.
Well, invocations are usually not like super powerful. They do stay with you forever, but the idea is that you stack up on top of them, which is why you get like 2 at 2nd level and then 1 every 5 levels, I think. But they're not like particularly strong.
They feel strong, but go off.
What I would maybe as an invocation, what I could do is like the first one, you could basically give your allies advantage on whatever save from a spell that you cast. And then if you have that invocation, then you take a second invocation later that improves it, which they take no damage. Then you take a third invocation that heals them. If that makes sense.
So it like uses up my slots. That would be interesting. We can try that.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Do it.
Can we get the stat increase?
Fourth.
And / or yeah.
But no, it's one or the other.
Yeah. You get to choose between stat increase or feat.
Yes, every 4 levels, unless you're a fighter or a rogue.
Cool. I usually take the same feats every time, more or less, so I already know.
Well, I mean, I get it, but man, just gonna like put this out there. The feat Meta Magic Adept is one of the strongest feats for any spellcaster ever.
Wait. Meta Magic Adept.
It's from Tasha's, and what it does is that you choose 1 meta magic from the sorcerer like list of meta magics, and you get 2 sorcery points to use for that meta magic, which means that anyone can now quicken spells. So for somebody like you, Weeb, a spell that normally takes your action, you can cast as a bonus action and then bonk stuff. Or
man.
also for someone like you, Weeb, you can instead take something like Twin Spell. So you can cure wounds, and if there's 2 people right next to you, you cure them both with 1 spell cast.
Oh man.
Yeah. Meta Magic Adept is one of the strongest feats ever, because it's the sheer amount of things that you can do just become bonkers. It means that if you want to do the crazy go nuts Sorlock build, you don't have to dip into Warlock anymore. Because there's another feat that goes the other way around. It's called Eldritch Adept. And it allows you to pick 1 Warlock spell and 1 Warlock invocation. Guess what literally everybody is going to choose? Eldritch Blast and Agonizing Blast. It's crazy.
Eldritch Blast is such a good spell.
It is such an amazing
What is
spell.
that thing called again?
Which one?
Oh man, the Eldritch.
So Eldritch Adept gives you the Warlock stuff. Meta Magic Adept gives you the Sorcerer stuff. There's also Artificer Adept or Artificer Initiate, which gives you 1 Infusion and I think 1 Artificer spell. Which, by the way, Wim, that's not a bad feat for you to take because it just gives you a free infusion.
Wait, say again, which one? Which feat?
So, Artificer Initiate, I think it's called. It's a feat.
Yeah.
And it gives you another cantrip.
Doesn't Magic Initiate also do the same thing?
So Magic Initiate gives you 1 first level spell and 2 cantrips from any list, but Artificer Initiate gives you an infusion and an Artificer cantrip. So you could have 3 per day instead of 2.
Right. It affects how many I can have prepared, not how many I can have active. Right?
No, it's both.
Oh, it's both.
Yes. and it's a free cantrip. So that's usually, you know, something if that's what you want to do, since I know you're big into item creation. And again, the source or meta magic adept, eldritch adept.
The things that I normally go with are tough, just to be more tanky, and shield master.
Shield master's pretty good, but have you considered warcaster?
I have looked at that.
Warcaster, also an excellent feat for any spellcaster. Basically, as an attack of opportunity, you can cast a cantrip. Yes, that includes Eldritch Blast. Oh yes, it's just as funny as it sounds. I have definitely seen somebody who is a melee warlock, who an enemy ran away from them, and they had the Grasp of Hadar invocation, which means their Eldritch Blast pulls people back towards them. Oh yeah, so you basically just can't get away. It's pretty bonkers, but it also gives you advantage on concentration checks for spells.
Poggers.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Spell Sniper, I think, is a pretty good feat. You can turn it into a pretty extreme meme, since it doubles the range of any spell that rolls to attack. So things like Ray of Frost, Eldritch Blast, etc. And you also can shoot past 3/4 cover, which means basically as long as somebody isn't like totally hidden from your view, you can hit them with a spell.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's one that I usually take. What else is there? Magic Initiate, or Ritual Caster, is also good for those of you who can't normally cast rituals. Yeah, Spell Sniper with Eldritch Blast, and then the Invocation Eldritch Spear gives your Eldritch Blast a range of like just shy of a mile. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's pretty big.
bonkers.
I was gonna take it, but I was convinced to take Agonizing Blast instead.
Yeah, Agonizing is just better in general. I can go ahead and tell you guys there is not a single battle map in the entire campaign, not just this module, but the one that comes after too, in which you will ever use 900 range for anything. It just won't happen. So I don't bother.
How many feet do you think are in a mile?
Google can tell me that answer.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to know what you think is a mile.
Many. 5,280.
So, in what universe is 900 almost 5,000? I just want to know.
Math is not my strong suit.
That's why you're doing this.
Yeah,
I'm just making fun of you.
it's okay. Everybody else
Don't
does.
mind.
Can you
me.
imagine be sitting on top of a tower and like you see a dot come over the hill and you have those 2 feats with Eldritch Blast and you're like die from like
Well,
a mile away.
I
from-
played a storm sorcerer in a high seas game, and we saw an enemy ship. So you know, I used my storm sorcery powers to fly up, and I looked for his captain. And yeah, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, just killed their crew before they got there, and we just took the ship. It was great. It's good stuff.
Imagine being somebody who's fighting against somebody with that invocation, and you're just like trying to find cover from this thing that's 900 feet away. You can barely see it.
Yeah.
It's raining down death onto you. You're trying to find cover.
Well, see, that's where like the Cavalier class becomes pretty obnoxious. Where you can just like reflexively add your like weapon or your shield AC plus a Cavalier die, I think, to your AC. It's something where you just add D8 to your AC for a whole freaking round. It's like having the shield spell, but better.
Oh boy, and then they can't hit you with anything.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if they can see you. You're just standing there. You can give them the finger. You're like, hey, fuck you too, buddy. And
I'm
you get
having trouble deciding between mind spike.
Actually, I'm a polearm master.
Crown of Madness, Darkness, and probably like Shadow Blade.
Well, I can tell you that darkness is not that great. Because none of you have the ability to see inside of it.
Actually, I have dark vision.
Dark vision does not see through magical darkness.
Devil sight is what you would need.
Yeah, you would have to have the invocation devil sight.
Oh, I misread.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
never mind
magical
that.
darkness blocks out everything. Even if it's broad freaking daylight out, you would have to use the daylight spell in order to.
See, I
to see
like
inside of it.
that, but
It's good if you're built for it, but I mean, otherwise, it's just this like 30-foot zone that nobody can see in.
My brother built this warlock's crazy.
Yeah, darkness and devil sight is pretty nuts because you just get an advantage on basically all of your attacks, and everybody has more or less super disadvantage to hit you. But whenever you have a like melee party members,
they find you. Yeah. So
I think Mind
Crown
Spike
of
is really the
Madness.
best one among them. Crown of
Mind
Madness
Spike
is
is really
really
nice.
cool to like roleplay. But like mechanically speaking, I think Mind Spike is the best of those.
yeah, 3d8 psychic damage is a large amount of psychic damage.
And-
but I
and-
already took Mind Sliver, so I don't know if I should replace Mind Sliver with a better cantrip and just go with Mind Spike, or Mind Sliver is pretty good because it's a cantrip, and so I don't use a spell slot.
Right.
But I
And
don't know what. I don't know if I
Virtually nothing resists psychic damage, especially not this early on. But again, Crown of Madness is a great fun roleplay.
Crown of Madness does look like a fun spell, and I do like. I feel like I have my damage.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I mean, 3d8 is a large number. That's like
3d8 is a large
24.
number.
24 is a large number.
Well,
of a
it
maximum.
averages to 15-ish.
It is large.
Yeah, it's pretty good numbers.
I could also get rid of Witch Bolt, even though I would have to give up on my Emperor Palpatine impression. And pick
Yeah.
up something else that's like, because I want to finally start picking up spells that do stuff that's not just combat.
Yeah,
'Cause I feel like I have that
reasonable.
settled. I feel like I have like burst spells, and then I just have Eldritch Blast. So I feel like even Mind Sliver might have been too much.
Well, that's kind of just the warlock thing in general, because like I said earlier, you have one of the smallest spell lists of all the casters, or at least all the full
Right.
casters, and you more or less just you get your stuff. And honestly, I would say that if you want like non-combat stuff like spells, you get them through invocations. For example, the Mask of Many Faces invocation, where you just cast Disguise Self on yourself at will. That's an insanely strong one, especially since you're a charisma caster, because you can just basically be anybody-ish.
True.
Especially if you pick up the actor feat later, where you can also replicate any voice that you've heard for at least a minute.
I'll think about it later because right now I just don't feel like my character would want to disguise herself. She's
Well,
got
yeah.
her look, she's got her smell.
But there are similar invocations that give you a lot of utility spells, and they let you cast it for free or once per day.
Right.
Yada yada yada.
I was just wondering. There's like 3 different Charm Person ones. Crown of Madness is kind of a combat one, but I was wondering if maybe I should just go Charm Person.
Charm Person, when it
I don't know
ends,
that-
the target doesn't know that they've been charmed, right? I don't remember.
I think Charm Person is the only one where they don't know, but let me double check.
Well, I know that Dominate person, they don't.
Yes, it does know.
They do know. They do know. Okay. So, I mean, it is a good one, but, I mean, you basically ruin your relationship with that person later.
Yeah. I mean, I could also go for kind of a support caster type deal. There's like Gift of Alacrity and protection spells and illusory script seems nice. I was looking at the level 2 spells because I kind of wanted to get some stronger spells.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have spell slot? Do I have just like spell slots to use for any spell levels, or do I have
Well,
3
so,
for level 1? Or
Warlocks auto cast at the highest spell level. So you have 2 spell slots that I think are just going to cast at level 2. Even if you cast a first level spell, it's automatically heightened.
okay. So yeah, I was looking at the level 2 ones. A lot of the level 1 ones have like really good. I feel like they'd be useful on an adventure. Like
Mhm.
comprehend languages is neat, but or like illusory script, mold earth sounds fun. That was a cantrip.
Yeah. Mold Earth is pretty funny.
Misty step would be nice.
Misty
Phantasmal
Step is what that
Force.
guy used to mess up Whim twice.
Hold on, I just want to say, it look.
I will
I'm
take
pretty
Misty
sure I can
Step.
change my list of prepared spells and stuff after I finish a long rest.
Oh, you might have the cleric thing where you technically know all the spells on your list, but you can only pick so many to
Yeah,
have.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That's
I'm
probably
looking- I'm
true.
looking at what's out here.
To have your day, like you gotta pick through the list and prepare them for the day, quote unquote.
I think I might go with Phantasmal Force, because that seems like it has a very wide range of potential uses.
Well, Phantasmal Force hurts a lot. It's also pretty messed up, but it does have out of combat uses. The last time I ran this, actually, we had our Warlock use Phantasmal Force on a boss enemy who happened to fail, and they just walked past him.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to do that. I feel like, well, the problem.
I don't believe you can choose not to heighten. Warlocks always cast at the highest spell level.
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, yeah. I'm responding to Chad. I don't believe you can choose not to heighten. I think you always cast the highest spell level.
When I build, I usually just go with feet. When I come across these, what's it called?
ASIs.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there's so many like spells that deal with people and stuff. I'm thinking like, what if there's like obstacles? What if there's something that we have to get around, and the only thing that I have available is spider climb?
I
that's
can't really
kinda
say
weird.
anything here.
I know. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like, a lot of these are like spells to deal with, hostile enemies or friendly people or like whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of strange.
The Warlock subclass that does like out of combat stuff is the Arcfey. They have a lot of the charm and
feel
similar
that.
effects. But yeah, it's just the nature of the class. You're pretty combat focused, basically by level 1, and you either build to dedicate yourself to doing like a little bit of combat and a little bit of other things, or just straight combat.
I'll grab Misty Step and I'll replace Witch Bolt with Mind Spike, and we'll just have lots of mind spells and psychic damage, and that'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Miu, you're all good on your level up?
I grabbed Pack the
I want
Tome
to.
and I swapped an Invocation, so I have 2 ritual spells, but it didn't give me a chance to learn them.
But yes, I did choose. I chose to scout.
You chose Scout. Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, here's the choose 2 ritual spells. Got it. Oh, okay. So these are the fun ones. Find familiar, and I'm tempted to go Tensor's Floating Disc just so I can cramp Whim's style.
I build for survivability, usually.
It creates a disc that floats in the air, and so I can have a circle too.
Yeah, you would have a flat plate that follows you around.
Yeah, but I could turn it up. I could turn it vertical.
I suppose you could.
I absolutely could, and then I could just walk around with it, and then I could make fun of Whim.
So essentially what would happen there is, I'm rolling up in like a Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah.
And you go up in a little car, and your wheels are made of like disposable paper dinner plates.
Yeah, basically.
And you think that I'm gonna be like, oh no, we quit.
Well, what's even funnier is that if he didn't want to spend a spell slot, it would take him 11 minutes to cast it. And so you'd be like,
Actually,
yo,
I can't. No, Pact of the Ritual doesn't work that way.
back to
It
the
does.
tome?
I can't cast it as a ritual.
Oh, okay.
I mean, let me double check to make sure that I'm right, but I do not recall it being. Let me take a look.
I'm pretty
Pact
sure the
of-
Book of Shadows treats it like you.
Book of
you-
Ancient Secrets.
Yeah.
Choose two first level. They don't count against the number of spells you know. You can cast the chosen. Oh, as rituals. You can't cast the
Yeah.
spells except as rituals. So it
yeah, I
takes
was
me
about to
11
say,
minutes to make
I'm
this.
pretty sure it was backwards.
Yeah, I was backwards.
Because that's the first thing I did too, is take Tensor's floating disc. Because my
It's a
warlock
pretty
was a
good one.
huge jerk and refused to walk on the ground.
See, that's where I'm kind of going with this. I feel like Guten.
Well, you would scoot very, very slowly. And then every hour you would have to take another 11 minutes to cast it again. Actually, you would also need to get a party member or somebody to push it for you. Since when you cast the spell, it follows you.
Right.
So if you're sitting on top of it, it doesn't really move.
It doesn't move. No. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe Unseen Serve
Pretty good
or
one.
Alarm.
Also a good one.
Alarm is just a good one to have in general.
Alrighty. So, did everybody else figure out their level ups?
I've been Gucci.
These are tough.
Wim, you're good?
Yeah. I finished mine like really quickly.
Alright,
It's
alright.
one of the beats that it's gonna take a while.
Okay, so, why don't you guys give me your thoughts on the session, and we will start with Mr. Psychic.
I had a lot of fun. If I had any criticism, it would be that I intended my old lady to be more friendly and for people to like her more, and that didn't quite go as the way that I expected.
Well, your magic is very spooky.
It's very true.
It is made to frighten people. The fact that, I mean, it would be like if old Grandma Robina baked you cookies, and by the way, don't mind the spiders crawling out of them. They're good for you. Like, you know, yikes.
I would eat them.
Well,
Because we're men.
yikes.
We clear our plate.
Yeah, you have to,
Listen,
you must
Grandma
clear
Ravina.
the plate.
Grandma Ravina knew what she was doing when she put those spiders in this cookie. I'm
I
gonna
can
trust her.
hear you grumbling in the background about hearing this.
It's just the right thing to do.
It's the guy.
But, you know, interact with the village more, and you know, we'll get there. Also, the fact that like typically crones and hags are evil creatures. There are not really many, if any, stories of good ones.
Baba Yaga is a very neutral figure.
Flies around in a mortal and pestle, right?
Yes.
And what of it?
Who the
I
hell
do
does
that.
Well, that mortar and pestle also is known to crush people and things. It grows up to large sized, and it beats the crap out of things. Honestly, it's not really that pleasant of experience. But
Man, it messed up my spells.
Oh, we'll figure it out. How about Hweeb?
Oh, the role play of this fucking session. Off the charts. I fucking loved it.
Excellent, excellent. Speaking of, Miyu, how about you?
Sorry. I had fun. The role playing was very fun. I need to learn how to stop being so fucking impulsive.
I mean, if that's part of your character, that's part of your character. That's just what you do. That's why I don't really say much about it. That's what makes it fun. If everybody made all the same decisions, then it would be a pretty stale session.
Yeah, honestly, at the start of the campaign, I never expected that I would try to just short of murder one of our own players. Pretty crazy.
Turn it into Eve.
It's crazy. All right, how about you, Wimbo?
Never.
No swan.
You're just designing I feel like I'm being targeted. I feel like this is a personal attack where you're determined to fucking mess with me every session.
No, well, the reality is that you think way too hard about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
It just happens
easy
to
to bully.
disadvantage you.
You're very easy to bully, and that's just that.
Yeah,
You are pretty easy to bully. The swan thing is not targeted towards you, but it does bring me a lot of enjoyment.
The problem is that you're so curmudgeonly about everything. You don't roll with the punches, and so anything that goes wrong is encouraged to go even wronger because it would be funny.
Yonk.
Yeah.
No, the swan thing is connected to you, and I tried to give you an extra lead there, but I think you were just mad about being lightning bolted.
Alright, well, that's reasonable.
You gave up on a
You'd be
story hook
mad
for
if
something
you-
as silly as
Killed
just
by a
11
dumb
damage.
bird. Oh my goodness.
Listen, you see those story hooks and you take them.
You take them.
For instance,
no,
you
that-
completely missed that there is a girl in town who's an artificer.
So the party has been slowly learning about this person. The last session they met an NPC, or not the last session, but the one before, they met an NPC who similarly had custom equipment, who mentioned that they have a boss in the city who makes stuff, and they were specifically out to find Wim and let him know to go visit them. Now you know it's a young lady.
Yeah, I know, I caught that.
I'm not targeting you to just, listen to you yell at people, though it is pretty funny. There's stuff that goes into, trust me, one of these days, Wim, you're gonna have a session that's all about like you and like all of your deeply laid plans coming to fruition, and you're gonna be like, I told you just I know it's gonna happen. I know it's
Gonna be beautiful.
Well, yeah, you know when that's gonna be? That's gonna be at like 10th level or whatever when I get spell storing item. And that's where the fun begins. That's when I start to...
No, I'm sure the fun is gonna begin quite a bit sooner. Unfortunately for today, the fun must end, at least for now. So we are going to go ahead and do our little outro.
Ah, yes.
Se no o Kagerou. That was like, God, that sounded like a depressed Christmas chant.
It's psychic. Were you?
Merry Christmas. No, I didn't know how to say it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That was my.
I thought for sure that you would stop and explain to Psychic what we were gonna do.
No. Well, no. Allegedly, he watched the stream, so you should know about it.
I watched the stream, but that doesn't mean I speak this.
All right, I rolled the
Oh
ball.
God. Okay, whatever.
I don't
You
know what you said.
Rocks fall and you die is what I said.
Oh,
That's it.
First, I insult your waifu, then I insult your language.
Well, I mean,
deserve
insulting
this.
my waifu is kind of like par for the course, right? You know, that's just what people do,
He's used to it.
even if you're wrong.